I ain't gonna lie, I kind of miss playing the music, man.
Yeah. We'll get back to it, man. We'll get back to it.
I need to find a way to finesse YouTube or whatever somehow.
Yeah.
Where I,
The fucking I don't know. It's with
yeah,
YouTube, the shit's gonna get taken off, man. I
yeah,
don't see how we could do it.
yeah,
Maybe we could do something for the podcast, but I mean for
yeah.
the audio podcast, but yeah. It's tough, man. I don't know. I don't know how to shake the YouTube algorithm, man. And them cops are what up, Diasha? Already in here early. We see you, girl. What up? What up?
What's up? What's up? Yeah, yeah. I don't even know. Do people still call you that? I don't even. Man, my sister used to call her Yaya.
How'd you get the name Yaya from? Explain that.
Yasha.
Oh, okay. I thought it was from that Yin Yang Twin song. Yeah.
I don't even think she was born when that song came out.
I hated that fucking song too, man. She got my hand I hated I could not stand that fucking song, dog. And they played that song every day back when it was hot. Yin Yang Twins had an underrated run, man. They were on radio for like a solid year straight.
Man, they could have a nice long set, man. Like with all their shit, just nothing but the radio hits, man.
Yeah, they should low key do a versus, man. Them and I don't fucking know who they go against. Crime Mob, well, Crime Mob ain't got enough songs. Yeah. Who else in the Crunk era could go against
Maybe Young Bloods.
Yeah, they don't have enough either.
Yeah, they got about 3 songs.
Yeah. I don't know who somebody got to be able to go against. Maybe Trick Daddy and Yang Twins. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, they've been doing the what's the Millennial Tour or whatever that is.
Yeah,
they've been doing that. So yeah, they still performing barely.
Yeah. Diasha said, "I thought it was from Hey Ya." Y'all know Outkast made. Are you serious? Do you know? Are you talking about the Outkast song? One of the biggest rap songs ever.
She young, man.
Dog, but no way could you be like, who made that song? Hey, y'all. Come on, man. Like, I wasn't born when Thriller came out, but I know who made Beat It. You know who made the song? Hey, y'all. Yeah, we might have an idea, man.
Every time I think about I think about the Busta Rhymes song. The y'all.
Oh yeah, that was fucking woo-ha, got you all in check. Yeah.
Got you all in check.
Which of you motherfuckers stole my flow? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Yeah, that's Busta Rhymes was crazy when he came out, man. The rap was just so weird. I miss weird rap, man.
Me too.
Like everybody rapped the same. Everybody rap about the same shit. I miss like fucking weird rappers. I miss people like ODB, Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott.
Yeah, people that was like unique.
Yeah.
Don't have that style. You can't really imitate that style without people calling you out for it.
Yep.
So now it's like it's cool to copy somebody now.
Yep.
It's cool to do what this person doing because it's working. So I'm gonna do it because it's working for him and it's gonna work for me. And that's what everybody want to hear, which is not true.
Integrity is dead, man. Biting is cool now. Ain't no big deal. Like fucking everybody sound like everybody else. Everybody got the same producers. Everybody got the same flow. Everybody got the same everything, man.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, there are some people that like say what you want about people like Lil Uzi Vert and Playboi Carti, but I feel like they at least try to change shit up, you know? Like every album I hear from them is something sounds different. But
and I felt like they were a little different anyway, man. They like try to branch off and they get a lot of heat for it.
Yep.
Because people like us listen to it.
Like, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is this? And then about a year later, we like, you know what? It wasn't that bad after all. I actually came around to it. So I respect them guys for, doing something a little different.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. We need more of that. Diasha says, y'all give me scissor tickets for my birthday. She dropped a new album. Yeah, we know she dropped a new album. When's her tour? When's she coming to Houston?
Yeah.
When does that happen? Let me check. Scissor to Houston.
Yeah. If she don't cancel because of her
yeah, she got anxiety / low ticket sales.
I don't even think
uh,
I think hers is like her vocal cord or something.
oh yeah, she was
You think about Summer
yeah, her
Walker.
her songs were too stressful on her voice with that non singing ass. But yeah, I don't know when she's coming.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah.
I'll see what I can do. If you could come down here, I'll look out for you.
There you go. There you go. There you go. But yeah, SZA dropped a new album. I heard it's critically acclaimed. People seem to be bumping it a lot. So
Yeah, I
good for
actually like
her.
it, man. I mentioned it last time we did the podcast, and
Mm-hmm.
I like it, man. You know what? I always been a fan of hers though. Like I'm not a diehard, but I always enjoyed her music, man. Like if I had to pick one of R&B artists today, that's in that same that same group, that the Summer Walkers, the I'm trying to think who else is pretty much in that same group. But I would pick SZA, man.
Yep. I'm not feeling the BBL though on SZA. I don't like it.
Yeah. I feel like she ain't had to do it. I thought she already had a nice
She
little
really didn't, man. She probably just got fat and was like, "Look, I got to lose this weight anyway. Let me just put on my ass." But like low key, man, fucking, I hate how women can just do that. It's like I'm
champion.
in the gym. I'm trying to bust my ass, dog. I'm trying to get back in shape, man. And it's fucking hard, man. Like I'm dying in the gym, dog, doing all this fucking
Yeah.
cardio.
You see
And
what they did to old boy, the what's the rapper YFN Calvin.
yeah, the dude
Calvin.
who got the ab surgery or whatever, and they
Yeah,
clowned him.
yes.
But
And
I'm
now
like,
it's
well, y'all do it all the time, and
yeah. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. That dude, it looked kind of rough. It didn't look real.
yeah,
But
it looked fake.
people was mainly clowning him because he got it. It's like, damn, what's wrong with that, man?
A lot of dudes in the industry got that surgery. They're never going to admit it. Drake got that surgery too. He ain't
Yeah,
going to admit it. Kanye admitted he got lipo. He got fat again afterwards, but he admitted he got lipo. Like, it happens a lot in the industry, man. All these sexy, flexy ass niggas done been cut up just like the hoes. And y'all, but just because they're not going to admit it.
yeah.
So, but nah.
As they shouldn't, because they're gonna get clowned.
Of course. But women do it, and it's like it's no big. Hey, go girl, be your true self.
Now, do
Like
you
nah.
like? I don't know how often you be out, but sometimes I be out at the mall or somewhere like that, and you see a nice little young lady.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever be like, "Nah, that's a fake ass. She got surgery," or "Nah, I don't think she got surgery." Right? Do you be playing the surgery game?
Oh, all the time, man. Most of the time, it's obvious. Like
Yes, yeah,
90% of the time, it's obvious.
yeah. Sometimes,
Like,
like one day I seen a white girl. I'm like, "Damn, she look good." It's like
mm-hmm.
she had like you could tell it was surgery, man. You could tell
Yep.
because you could look at the thigh ratio.
Exactly.
And
That's the dead giveaway, man.
yeah, she had some pencil thighs.
Mm-hmm.
But her butt was like peach. That's a white girl, man. And I ain't saying
Yep.
white girls got to probably work hard for their butt.
Yep.
But man, I'm like, that's too perfect, man. And then you could tell she had money because she had a bunch of designer stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like she got money, she got the designer stuff, so she had enough money to get some work done.
Yep. And it used to be back in the day, white women used to only get fake titties.
Yes.
Now it's like it's all going to the
It's
ass.
straight ass.
Titties are something you get maybe as a bonus. That used to be the
Yeah,
main thing a white woman got was the fake titties, and now they
yeah.
only getting the fake ass. But
Remember, it was a thing where when the breast implants, it was a huge thing to get breast implants. Breast
yep,
implants. Now it's just BBL, man.
yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
It's a pandemic of BBLs, man.
it's what's crazy is a lot of women are getting their breast reduct, like breast
Yep.
reduction now.
Mm-hmm.
So having breasts is a non-factor at this point for them.
Yeah, titty connoisseurs. This is like the Holocaust of titty men out here, man.
Yeah,
No one respected no more, man.
yeah, that's crazy, man. Because I'm a breast man. I
Me
like,
too. I like them
I
both, but I
like
like some big ass titties, man.
yeah.
It feels nice to just rub your face in them at night when you're going to sleep. Diasha says, "Is men out here with wigs?" I've seen the men with wigs, and I've seen the fake beards too. I've seen all that shit.
Yeah.
So
Fake beard,
yeah.
you kind of looking fire, man. I can't grow no beard like
Yeah,
that.
you look. I would consider the fake beard because you really can't tell with the fake beard, man.
Yeah,
I can't walk around with fake hair because niggas know I'm bald now. Like I've been
yeah.
rocking the baldy too long, man.
You
I
can
can't just
champion
switch
that
up.
though. You can champion that though, because if you
Yeah,
rock it right, I think women will they'll respect that.
yeah. I would have to move to another city where nobody knows me and rock if I got the wig.
Yeah,
But the beard, I would rock the beard though, the fake beard. Like fuck it, man. You can't. It looks real enough,
yeah.
and so fuck it. I'll rock the fake beard
And I
probably.
think it'd be better for me because I'm taken. I'm
Yeah.
off the market. And so I don't give a damn what y'all think. I don't care what y'all,
Yeah.
I ain't trying to impress no other women. But if I could just rock the beard, man, I could do that. I could pull that
Yeah.
off. It ain't like I'm, trying to be on a get a date or something. They find out the beard fake and they leave me.
Yep.
So
No, for
maybe,
real.
maybe I could consider that, having a nice little.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't gotta be outrageous, but a little something.
Yeah, so there's a little, little fuzz all bun in there, man. Make you look all mature and wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen women, the white girls with the lip fillers now too. Diasha, like, yeah, I think Kylie Jenner really popped that off
Yeah, I
our
was about
way.
to say one of the Kardashians.
Yeah, I think it was Kylie because once she got that, everybody started getting it, and it's like, damn.
Yeah.
But no, I think low key that the celebrities are getting off the BBL wave now that everybody's doing it. Like if you notice Kim Kardashian, who was like the fucking Michael Jordan of cosmetic surgery,
Yeah.
like she got all her shit taken out.
Man,
She
I
got her
didn't know that.
breast reduced. She got her ass reduced. Like everything got taken out pretty much. And she looks like a regular white girl now.
You know what I think gonna come back? I think the slim skinny girl is gonna try to make
I
it.
think so. Because everybody, like all the high class people want to be on some shit that the low class people aren't. And now
Yeah.
everybody got a BBL. So now they're trying to walk it back and be like, nah.
Yeah, natural bodies or
Mm-hmm.
all bodies, because look at how people champion Glorilla.
Yep.
She nice and slim, and I think there's some other female rappers too that's super
Coy
slim.
Leray, yeah, some of
Yeah,
them.
and a lot of people saying don't get no BBL, don't get no surgery, don't get this done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they look good. So I don't think they should do anything either. So
Yeah,
I think that's going to try to make a comeback, which is going to be crazy.
I
Trying to
think
get all
so.
these girls with asses trying to get it taken away.
I think it's happening. Even Cardi B came out. I think she said she regretted getting the BBL, and she's warning people not to get it because yeah, I mean it causes problems later in life, and it's like fucking, it ain't worth it.
And
Usually,
to be
just
honest, man, I think it get to a point where it started looking a little ridiculous.
it does. You got to keep maintaining it. Like Nicki Minaj, after a while, it started looking crazy. Cardi B started looking bad after a while too. Once the diaper booty starts, that's when
Yeah.
it looks really bad. So, and Kim Kardashian had the diaper booty too for a while,
Yeah.
and that's when it's like it gets disgusting.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So this is how we're starting a new year. By the way, we're talking about BBLs and titties and.
Now he's recording. To be honest.
It's how we start the new year with Gems and Juice, man. Always on some bullshit. There's gonna be some fun bullshit. We are back at it. Brand new year, brand new season. Everything going down. We're gonna recap all the stuff that's happened in the past couple of weeks while we've been on vacay, doing our thing.
Real quick, I gotta ask you, man, are we still a Mob Ties qualified podcast? Man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I will say
Sponsorship suspended until further notice.
I
Is it
will
like
say
the Nike contract? Suspended.
Yeah, like Kyrie and Nike.
Or they just get rid of it?
I think they got rid of Kyrie. They suspended him at first and they got rid of him. I'm pretty sure they let Deshaun go. But I never heard it officially. I just heard they suspended
I just heard it was suspended during that time. Everybody,
but you can't fucking suspend Deshaun and get rid of Kyrie. What Deshaun was accused of was way worse. So I
Yeah.
would assume if they would cut Kyrie over a tweet,
Well,
that
is
they
it
would
worse?
definitely release Deshaun Watson over that.
I mean, is it worse because Kyrie was talking about the J word, and last time I checked, it seemed like that's a little worse than
Being accused of
I'm being
sexually
no,
assaulting
I'm being
20 something
I'm being
women.
I'm being funny. I'm being funny. I'm being funny. It seemed like Kyrie got a little more got way more in trouble than Deshaun, to be
I
honest.
mean, nah, nigga. I mean, well, the thing is, that Kyrie was a bigger star than Deshaun. Like Deshaun,
Yeah.
if it was like Lamar Jackson, I'm sure it would have been a bigger deal. But Deshaun Watson played for the Texans. Nobody cares about the Texans. Like everybody just wanted him for their team. But I don't know. I think he got his fair share for the level of what he is and his celebrity and his how good he is as a quarterback. I think it was relative to where his status is, but
But
you
when you
know,
look at
everybody,
but when you look at Kyrie though, man, it was all from a retweet.
yeah,
It
from
wasn't like he was saying, "Hey guys, check this out. This is true."
yeah.
He just
Well,
retweet.
the thing with Kyrie was that he wouldn't just come out and say like he was still kind of in the first press conference. He was kind of like an ass
Yeah.
where they were like, "Do you denounce anti-Semitism?" You could have said, "Yeah, I'm not anti-Semitic." He was like trying to play word games with it. And
Yeah.
and that's what got people pissed off. If he just said, hey, I just saw something interesting. I didn't know it was in it. My bad. People would have moved on. The same thing with this Dana White thing. He got on tape slapping his wife, but he just said, I fucked up. I'm sorry. And everybody done moved past it already.
Yeah.
So if you just say, it seems like if you just say you're sorry, plus you're friends with these people behind the scenes, things get wiped away. But if you got a history of being like an asshole to the media, and then you do some shit and you don't apologize for it immediately, they're gonna be on your ass, man. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
Diasha ask any New Year's resolutions. Figgy, do you have any New Year's resolutions for yourself?
To be honest, not like I'm trying to think of something that's not the typical
Corny.
lose weight, eat healthier, save money. Outside of that, I really don't. I do want to honestly, I do want to focus on, I want to be more of a brand. I want to make money off of me.
Yeah.
So that's my goal, to try to make money off of my name, make
Hmm.
money for the podcast,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I
But
feel you.
outside of the saving money and relationship goal is to buy a house, try to get a
Okay.
house. But outside of that, I really don't have no
I
resolution.
feel you. Yeah, I'll stop that a while ago. Like I have general goals I have, but I don't make a list. It's the same thing. Just try to stay healthy. Try to fucking make more money.
Yeah.
Try to fucking I don't know. I'm trying to read more. I know that sounds corny, but like Barnes and Noble had a sale where all hardcover books were half off, and
Mm.
I ended up spending like $300 on books, man.
Really?
Yeah, I went
Damn.
crazy
Damn.
because,
What
and I
kind of book?
already, I already have books I haven't read, and I
Damn.
bought a shitload more that just looked interesting, but I haven't been reading enough, man. So I'm trying to make it through all my books that I have right now and read some more. So yeah, I have a little fucking mini library in my house, man, or my apartment. I'm trying to
Damn.
get through them. So that's one thing I'm trying to do
What
this
kind of
year.
books?
So all kinds, man. I got some world history. I got some sports. I got some book on Messi and Ronaldo. Got some books on World War II, slavery in America. Chuck Berry book. I got two Prince books. I got a Notorious B.I.G. book. I got the Dilla book a while back. I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
And some other stuff too. I can't remember what else. Some fucking Japanese anime type shits as well. I'm a nerd, so I got to get that too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm trying to hit it, man. Trying to get that reading. And oh yeah, Diasha says I'm trying to stop eating meat. I'm not gonna stop eating. Like, look, man, we niggas, okay? We're not gonna stop eating meat. It's hard to you just don't even set that as a goal. Try to less. You can say you can lessen your meat intake,
Yeah.
but there's no way you're just gonna cut meat out your diet completely, man. It is not gonna happen.
Yeah, I would like to switch over to just fish and
Mm-hmm.
seafood because I could eat that all day. But sometimes, man, I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I get sick whenever I eat certain meats. Like sometimes if I eat even with chicken, man, and chicken is probably like one of the safest things to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just get sick of it, man. Where I'm like, nah, it's just kind of a bad taste in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, it's hard to try to quit meat. But
It really is, man. Because everything has meat in it. I'll do something like I'll go a week or two without eating meat,
yeah,
and I'll just eat like yogurts and other things. But after a while, I feel like I've gone meatless for a while, and when I eat meat again, I feel better eating meat. That's
yeah,
just me personally. Like eating chicken, turkey, all that stuff. It makes me feel better than when I'm not eating meat at all, personally.
yeah,
But
yeah,
I think if you too much of anything will get you, man. Too much of meat will definitely probably make you, feel weird. So it's everything in moderation, man. Just everything in moderation. Don't go too hard on one end or the other. And I'm not no dietitian or health nutritionist, but do what's best for you. Do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you have more energy, and
yeah.
just kind of figure it out from there.
Yeah,
So,
I agree.
that being said, we got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about on this podcast, a lot to break down, a lot to react to, some shocking developments, and a lot of different industries and topics. We're gonna get to that in a second. First off, Figgy, how you been, man? Got to do a wellness check. I know you were involved in the kerfluffle at the Southwest Airlines. Had
Yeah,
your luggage lost trying to get to Cleveland.
yeah.
Cleveland, I'm trying to get to Cleveland last evening, but but how you been, man? How was your holiday?
Man, my holiday was pretty cool. It's pretty laid back. Like you said, I was trying to get to Cleveland late last evening, and yeah, Southwest was canceling flights, man. So I tried to get there twice, Diasha, but the flights they wasn't having it, man. And not only was the weather bad, but I think they were short staffed. I just think they was overworked and short staffed because I know one of the clerks there was saying that they were making 3 times their pay working that day.
Damn,
3 times their pay.
damn.
So I'm like, man, I wish I was making 3 times my pay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then another reason why I think they were just short staffed was so when you get on a flight and weather delays and stuff like that, they usually don't give you a hotel. They don't offer a hotel, anything weather related. But they actually offered us a hotel. But
No,
we was like,
damn.
we're in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So
Should have just taken a hotel. Had a
I know,
little.
I wasn't even thinking, but
Mm-hmm.
we was kind of so irritated. We just like, man, like what the like we might as well go back to the house then. And so yeah, so we ended up going back to the house. We couldn't get a flight to Cleveland, which is I think a blessing because the last thing I want to do is be in Cleveland and stuck and can't get back here. And then plus I had to work that following weekend. So
Yep.
um, it worked out pretty good, man. We chilled at the house. We went to San Antonio. We was on the river walk. I don't know if you've been
Nice.
there.
Oh yeah, plenty of times.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. Pretty much a chill weekend. Got the rest finally because I felt like I've
Mm-hmm.
been working for 3 straight months nonstop. So it was pretty good.
That's dope, man. That's dope. Yeah, it's good to get some rest during the holidays, man. Everybody needs it. It sucks when it's over because like fucking shit starts ramping up again.
Yeah,
But yeah, it feels good to get that
yeah,
that Christmas and New Year's time off,
yeah.
man.
I think the best part is that the Texan season is almost over, man.
Thank God. Thank God. Are you on the train of hoping they lose this game against the Colts so they
Yeah,
can secure the
yeah. I mean, honestly, man, what is the win gonna do?
yeah.
Like, is the win gonna be like, yeah, that's yeah. I mean, what the hell is that gonna do at this
I
point?
mean, I guess there's some people who hate the Colts so much that they just want to see the Texans win, but this Colts is not the fucking
Yeah,
Colts
it's
that
not,
we hate, man.
it,
These are two
they
tanking,
bad
terrible
too.
teams.
Yeah, and it would be one thing if they win this game, they get in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But that ain't even the case. So it's not like if we beat them, we spoil their chances. We actually help their chances of getting a better pick.
Yep.
So just just throw some third stringers, some practice squad people out there, see what they could do for next year.
Yeah, I never thought I would miss baseball season this much, man. But Houston sports is fucking
Yeah,
terrible right now,
yeah.
dog.
Baseball season just ended.
I know, and
Yeah,
I already
no,
miss it because it was a team in a city that wins. Actually makes the playoffs. And now we got basketball and football, two shitty ass teams in our city who
did
got black coaches about to be fired.
you see the Rockets lately, man? Somebody,
Dog, I took my nephew to the Rockets game on his birthday on the 19th, and they were playing the Spurs.
yeah,
And I never heard of any niggas on the Spurs team, man. Like, I'm kind of in touch. I don't watch basketball a lot, but I'm in touch. I
you
know
should
the
know
players.
somebody on the team.
I didn't know anybody on the Spurs, man. I'm like, who are these niggas, man? For real. Like, they're rebuilding too. But they beat the Rockets' ass, man, by a lot. And you got one rebuilding team with nobody on it beating another rebuilding team that's been rebuilding for like 3 years now. I'm
Yeah,
like, these Rockets are terrible, dog. I, I hate to say it because I'll try to root for the team as much as possible, but they are ass. They are terrible, man.
yeah.
What's this clip? What's
Look,
going?
just look at this possession right here, man. It
No,
ain't no
no,
sound or nothing, but just look at it.
no,
It
no. I
looked
like
like
the court at least.
it looked like somebody playing 2K. Look, look. There you
Oh
go.
my God. Everybody, hey, remember, everybody was excited to start the rebuild.
Yeah,
People wanted Harden gone.
yeah.
I'm excited to see this young Rockets core grow. Look, what? That looked like when you shoot by accident
Yeah, it looked like
on
playing 2K,
2K.
man. Yeah, like everybody
Yo,
playing 1-on-1.
Jalen Green, what's going on with him, man? Like, this whole team is terrible, dog. Everybody, I was one of the people who was like, look, y'all think y'all want this rebuild. Y'all
Yeah,
really got to think about this, man, because these 20 win seasons are getting old quick. And now niggas want Harden back.
yeah, man.
Did you see that? So during the Christmas game in which the 76ers actually played on Christmas, right before the game happened, I think it was fucking at
When
Woj reported that James Harden will be open to returning to the Houston Rockets if he doesn't get the max from the 76ers. And all Rockets Twitter was like, yeah, come back, James. We miss you, man. Come back. We'll do, hey, man. I don't care how you left us in the past. We need you back. And I'm like, have some fucking shame, y'all. Y'all want him gone. He quit on the team, legit quit on the team. And he said he wants to go somewhere else. They just got tired of losing, man. They got tired
yeah,
of Luka Doncic putting 50 on their head. They
yeah.
got tired of Larry Marketing. Who the fuck is this
Lowry
dude, man?
Markkanen. Yeah,
Fucking putting 40 or something.
yeah, 49.
Everybody get their career games against the Rockets, man.
Yeah,
So I look, I understand the way you just tired of losing, but James Harden ain't come back to this team, man. That's not happening. Don't beg for him back. Y'all look pathetic. Fucking ain't too proud to beg ass fan base.
yeah.
Fucking David Ruffin's out here, man. Getting sick of
And I
y'all.
refuse to let you go.
If I had to beg and plead, come on, man. Have some self-respect. James Harden is not coming back. James Harden should not come back because his team is like the worst he could come back to.
Yeah,
But he's just it's a
I'm,
negotiation tactic to get more money from Philadelphia.
yeah, probably somewhere else too. Because
Yes.
like honestly, I think maybe he just trying to go where the money is, man. Wherever he could get the most money. And so he know Houston probably got the money to pay on the max if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. I think it's a negotiation thing. because the way the Sixers look and the way he been playing, I don't know if they're gonna give him the max.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he did play good on Christmas. He had a pretty big game then, but yeah, he usually plays hard when he's trying to get more money.
Yeah,
But I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But no, James Harden is not coming back to Houston. Y'all need to stop with this begging. Y'all look pathetic. Get off your knees. Wipe your mouth. Y'all look pathetic begging for James Harden to come back, man. He's not coming. So y'all got to stop.
yeah,
I don't know what else to say about sports, so fuck it. We'll let's move on. We'll talk about Damar Hamlin in a minute, man, because that's kind of
yeah,
serious. But I guess we'll start talking with the new releases, man. Not a whole lot has come out. Not a whole lot that I've listened to in this past few weeks. You did say you heard the new Sauce Walker Ghetto Gospel 3
yes.
project. What do you think about that?
So that project came out late last year, so towards the at the end of December. So we didn't get a chance to review it.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, the album is actually pretty good, man. This is something totally different from what Sauce Walker been doing. And what's crazy is we heard Sauce Walker with West Side Gun before and rapping over like the sample with no drums. And I thought he sounded good. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. I would love a project like that from Sauce Walker, something different. And he dropped the project just like that, man. A lot of soul samples, with no drums, and just kind of rapping about real life stuff, man. This is it was actually shocking, and I seen a lot of people online saying how that snuck into their album of the year.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and mind you, a lot of people put out their album of the year already because everybody was going on, hiatus and going on their holiday vacation. So I seen a lot of people come back and say, "Hey, I got to switch my album of the year list up and put this in there." And I think it's worth it, man. It's a good album. It's something different. It's good hearing Sauce Walker rapping over those type of beats. I know our good friend Tab ain't gonna appreciate it. They got no drums, but I think it's really good. I've been listening to it a lot, and check it out. And I would definitely say it's qualified. Do I still got that drug? Do we still want to do the qualified and
Yeah,
pig?
we'll do squad. Yeah, look, man.
Yeah,
Jay Prince did our podcast when we didn't have to. He didn't have to do it. So
we've been doing the qualified before him, before he
yes,
hopped on the podcast. So yeah,
Qualified.
yes. So yeah, that is a Jim's and Juice staple. Okay, it ain't going nowhere.
yeah.
Speaking of which, I'll check the Sauce Walker album now that you gave it the approval. But did you hear about the 14 members of Sauce Factory being arrested in December as well?
Yeah, this was kind of right after he was shitting on YSL and Gunna.
Yeah, and Gunna. That video was hilarious though.
Yeah.
He said, "I ain't popped a Percocet in 3 months. I want a cheeseburger. I want some pussy." Look at yeah, man, that was rough. But yeah, right after he was making fun of Gunna and the whole YSL thing, like 14 members of the Sauce Factory got arrested on various charges, gun, drugs, etc., etc. It wasn't a RICO case, but yeah, very, very interesting.
Yeah, it's really interesting how they're cracking down on all of these rap labels and stuff like that now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to. I feel like we start to see more rap groups being charged or being in that same category as a RICO a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little scary, man.
Look, they got to get clean, man. Like this has probably been a long. I know YSL has been a long time coming. They've been investigating them for a while now.
Yeah.
So, like, look, man, it might be time. I know it sounds corny. It might be time to clean wrap up. Like, look, once you make it and you're making money off music, you gotta leave the street shit behind, man. But people get attracted to the street rapper. That's the thing. And like fucking the people who are really hitting licks in real life are the ones who get the early fan base. So it's a vicious cycle, man, where You get
Yeah,
on and you can't leave the lifestyle, but
yeah.
they gonna get you eventually.
Yeah, I also think that I think I think a lot of rappers, I ain't saying all rappers, but a lot of rappers, they get in the game because it's somebody that's funding the money who are in the streets.
Yep.
And they tag along in them. So I ain't trying to compare them to rappers to Takashi 6ix9ine, but look how that situation was. He tagged along to a gang pretty much, and they was helping his music out a lot, and they was paying for everything. So that's why he was talking all that shit. He was into it at that point, but he wasn't about that life for real, or before that. And I think that's a lot of rappers, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the Young Thug case has started now. I think they're going through jury selection and shit. Hey, play this clip I got because I just saw this. The judge and the Young Thug. I put it right under the new release on the
Oh yeah, he
show prep.
was he
The judge was reading the Young Thug lyrics
yeah.
in court. And yeah, it was a black judge who was like reading all these Young Thug lyrics in court. And yeah, I don't know how I was looking for Young Thug, man. Crank that volume up. You got the reading glasses out. That's how you know he's serious, man. Shit, I can't hear it.
Let me see.
But
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
man.
I got it. Oh, there
gang signs with lyrics stating, "We're gonna ride around with them guns, probably big as us, and we're gonna be on some Tupac shit. Hit 'em up. Nigga play with Unfunk and get hogtied. Nigga play with Unfunk and then they all die. Talking about knocking off your big homie, even his small fry. Why would I lie? Old murder never switch up. You say you niggas gangsters, you ain't did enough. A couple times, think they did enough. Hail Mary Tupac shit, I'm about to hit him up. Every nigga around me wicked, like why would I lie? Slimeball nigga, like yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Tell them spin a bed. They send shots flying, knocking off your big homie. I escaped every one of them licks because I was supposed to be rich. I don't care nothing about no cop. I'm telling you just how it is. Hit him with the Mac now. Now his whole body scab. I done for the crew. I done did the robbing. I done did the jacking.
Yeah, the video is pretty long, but you get the gist. Um and yeah, it's I don't know how I was looking for Young Thug, man. He should have just pled guilty because I feel like their evidence is probably going to be pretty strong.
yeah,
It's going to be more than just rap lyrics, of course,
yeah.
but yeah, I don't know how I was looking for him, man.
To me, it seemed like they're like we said it last time. It seemed like they're trying to get everybody out of jail. Say, hey,
Mhm.
we'll look out for you, but you got to, take the stand. And for some reason, it seemed like they cool with it, man. And we said this exact same thing, that it seemed like they're just trying to put everything on Young Thug. So people with all that gunna ain't tell. He ain't make no statements. The statement he answered the question. He said it was a gang. He said the guns in the car that was with him and Jeffrey wasn't
Or not
his.
his. Yep.
Yeah, like
People in his crew committed crimes or were committing crimes.
yeah, like what the hell do you think they're gonna do with that? Like they trying to paint Young Thug as a monster, and they trying to lock him up for forever, man. So I don't know.
Yeah.
crazy, man. And you see that I guess they're gonna try to reach out to other people. They had a list of other people.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to I guess they're gonna try to get to testify. I guess I don't even know what that if they can do that, if the people could just say no or what. But I think Lil Wayne was on the list, Birdman was on the list, Rich Homie Quan was on the list. It was completely random, man. So
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
crazy.
I doubt they need these people to come testify. Like, they already got the co-founder who's going to testify against
Yeah.
him. So, what does it do to bring Lil Wayne in? You know?
I think I think they just trying to make sure this dude is locked away forever.
Yeah. I
So
mean, it's not looking good for him.
they putting a little extra sauce on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess they they trying to make sure he can't wiggle out of this.
Yeah. I don't know, man. It's not looking good for Young Thug, though. I mean, it's looking kind of rough. What up, Tab? See you in the comments, man.
Yeah,
Happy New Year, dog. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all this stuff. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, man. So we'll see what happens, but I think this will be a pretty quick trial, honestly. I feel like I
yeah,
don't see what the defense can do. You should have pled guilty, man. I don't know why they're taking this to trial. It's not gonna be pretty, but we'll see. We'll see. Oh, we got a new I'll be on Twitch says Thug needs minimum 20 years. I mean, I
I think Thug wish he could get minimum 20.
yeah. I mean, that might be light. Depends
Yeah,
on what he gets.
I think he probably want 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, they've linked him to some real life shit that happened. So I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It's unfortunate to see a black man, have to fucking go to prison. But then again, like you fucking run around like you Sosa and Scarface and shit. Like, what do you expect, man? So
It's
it is
crazy.
what it is.
It's crazy because I guess it's me being naive a little bit, but I was thinking like, man, he can't be doing all that stuff. Like I kind of paint him as a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, man, he ain't part of that life for real, man. He can't be doing all that. And his music is good, and he doing so much for the community.
Yeah.
He's doing this, he's doing that. Look at all the good stuff he do. And I guess he was actually out here doing this, man, for years apparently.
No, I mean he was running a legit gang, man, and he was happy to be doing it.
Yeah,
So,
and
and
from
that's the unfortunate thing because he's a talented artist and he could have just made his living making music. He
yeah,
ain't had that's the annoying thing. You ain't have to do this shit, man. But
yeah,
I think he just enjoyed like that was his life.
yeah,
So
yeah. If that's something that's if that's all you ain't gonna stop cold turkey, man.
yeah,
Like even with drug lords and all that stuff, you see how their story always end. Like I don't know a lot of we ain't see a lot of drug lords who just they was up $2 million. Say, you know
hmm
what? I'm done. I'm gonna just move on. I got enough money to live okay. So let me stop. They all want that power, man. They want more. They want more power, more power. They want to, control more stuff. And it always end up two ways, either dead or in jail.
Yep. Tab says DJ Academics explained why he is not pleading guilty, Young Thug, and it actually makes sense. Can't remember the reason, but to be honest with you, but they have a plan. Look, man, to be honest, I don't give a fuck what DJ Academics says no more because he's been wrong too many times lately. Everybody's been wrong about all this court shit. All these fucking hood bloggers, everybody who swore Tory Lanez was gonna get off, everybody who swore they knew who killed Takeoff and it was a completely different dude. I don't want to hear nothing from DJ Academics no more, man. He's been wrong too many times, and I don't think he knows what the fuck he's talking about no more, man. Like I thought Tory Lanez lawyer had a plan too, right? That shit backfired. So
Yeah,
I don't think they know what they're doing, man. But look, we'll see. But yeah, I don't. It's not gonna be good for Young Thug, man. I don't know.
yeah,
Albie says Atlanta will be safe. I mean, not really. That's one person you're taking off the street. That's
yeah.
not going to end gang warfare in Atlanta. But I don't know. We'll see. Tab says, isn't Academics getting sued by Meg? I don't know, but I wouldn't blame her if she did. A lot of people, honestly, if she was really petty, she could sue Joe Budden. She
Yeah,
could sue DJ Academics. Everybody who said or implied that she didn't get shot,
yeah,
like, she could be up for a lawsuit.
yeah. Let's get into that real quick too.
Yeah, it's about time.
Yeah, it like so when this news came out, how shocked were you that he were found guilty on all those charges?
I mean, I thought it could go either way after a while because the court, everything just seems so. There is too much fuckery. People switching up statements, people and witnesses not contradicting themselves all the time. Like, I thought the jury would just think this whole thing is just too fucked up, possibly. But I also wasn't surprised. Like, look, there's no way you can say Tory shot her, man. Honestly, all the evidence points to it. We had testimony people said before they got to court that they saw him shoot her, and there was no other conclusion you could really reach besides the fact that he shot her
Yeah,
reasonably. So I wasn't really surprised, but yeah, it was if you, depending on who you listen to, you might be very surprised because some people, the hood bloggers and the fucking shade room type people, were trying to paint the picture that Tory was going to get off.
yeah,
And
and
then and
it was a fake report saying, "Oh, we got the I guess the court papers leaked saying he was not guilty." And every hood blog ran with it, man. Every hood blog ran with it, like, "Oh yeah, these the papers. Tory found not guilty."
yeah.
Come to find out that wasn't true, obviously.
Yeah, no, there were people who, I don't know if they were trying to get ahead of something or paint a certain picture, but they were just wrong. Like, I tried to follow the legit court reporters. I didn't follow back. There was this one girl, this black woman who was clearly like biased towards Tory, and she was painting everything from his side and
Yeah,
saying, "Ooh, the defense is gonna win this one," like stuff like that. And DJ Academics, who already made it known that he didn't like Meg, and Joe Budden, who made it clear very early on he didn't like Meg at
yeah,
all.
yeah,
So I didn't listen to any of these people who I already knew what side they were on before the shit started.
yeah,
I try to listen to actual court reporters and follow what they were saying. And for what they were saying, they were like, Tory's in trouble, man. It's not looking good for him.
yeah. And real quick, bit shout out to the one of the reporters, Megan Cuniff.
Yeah.
She was on top of her shit, man. She
Mm-hmm.
was like, that was probably the most reliable person I seen throughout this whole process because she definitely have a background in law, crime, and all that stuff, and she was on it, man. So I was checking her page every single day.
But
If I want,
see, you're leaving out the fact that Jay-Z paid her. Clearly, she has a Rock Nation ties. You know, the Rock Nation Illuminati that also planted the gun and faked the text and faked the phone call he made to Kelsey apologizing that leaked out as well. It was all Jay-Z, man.
yeah, yeah.
The invisible hand of Jay-Z.
The girl clearly turned around to her and said, "Fuck you, Jay-Z." What Jay-Z?
Fuck Jay-Z. Make sure you print that.
Yeah,
Fuck Jay-Z. What the Jay-Z probably looking like, what the fuck did I do?
yeah,
Outside of paying for her representation, which we don't even know if he did.
yeah.
Like, Jay-Z's name has not been put in anything.
A Rock Nation artist,
Right?
I don't even think she under their management.
Yeah.
That's all
But
it
like,
is.
somehow Jay-Z got all involved in this. And there's no evidence linking him to anything.
Yes, he
Come on, man.
honestly, and I like conspiracies, and I do believe a lot of stuff is more connected than we think. But I wouldn't be surprised if Jay-Z had nothing to do with this case, man. This money could have been coming all out of Meg's pocket.
Yep.
The only thing Rock Nation probably had a responsibility is, her press. They probably told her to stay off of social media. They probably trying to, help her out throughout this situation. But
They probably scheduled the interview of Gayle King, shit like that.
Yes.
But
You think they planted the gun in the car and leaked the video or the audio or the phone call and all that shit? Come on, man.
yeah, it's everybody loves conspiracies, man, because nobody wants to admit they were wrong.
Yes.
Even the people like Joe Budden, who was discussing through this whole thing, man, like
Yeah.
fucking the dick riding he was doing for Tory, and at the end he was just like, oh well. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
He was nasty during this whole thing.
Yeah. A lot of people were nasty. It was really embarrassing, man.
It was.
Because I was listening to a lot of different podcasts too. And I'm like, damn, do they know something we don't know? Like, they had some inside information that showed that Tory didn't do it. Like me personally, I felt like something happened for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like we said it from the beginning. We didn't think she was lying about getting shot, which a lot of people were saying.
Yep.
We felt like Tory had something to do with it. Or at least I did. And I just didn't think Meg would lie about something like that. And I don't even know her. I don't even know her, but I gave her the benefit of the doubt that she wouldn't lie about somebody shooting her. And it just seemed weird how people don't even know Tory, people that don't even know Meg, is sitting there riding for Tory like that. Especially the people that's not even in the industry, just random fans. And it was even more disgusting after the verdict came out, and people still saying, "Oh, he was set up," and I still don't believe Meg, or I'm still riding with Tory. It's just like it's there. Like you see the switch up. Like we talked about the switch up with Kelsey, how at the very beginning the text messages and all that stuff leaked out saying Tory shot Meg.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at that timeline, her and Kelsey was cool. They was cool. They was going through a thing at that time, but they were cool. And now it's like Kelsey moved on. They're not friends anymore. She's with this guy from 1501. That's part of 1501, Carl Crawford's thing. And Carl Crawford is beefing with Meg. And so now her whole stance is, I don't remember what happened. So clearly she don't want to, she ain't trying to help out Meg at all. So she like, screw her. I don't know what happened. I don't remember saying that.
It was, yeah. In September, you're very certain that Tory shot Meg, and in December, suddenly you don't remember.
Yes.
So in like 3 months, suddenly your memory just goes blank. And oh, by the way, like you don't know who would pay Tory. You admit Tory offered to pay for your legal representation, but when asked if he did, you say you don't know. How do you not know if he paid for your lawyer or not, man?
Yeah.
You got to know somebody paid for him.
Yeah.
So, like, they're
can
clearly
see it
she had some kind of agenda when she changed up. I don't know. She got paid. I don't know. She was offered something. I don't know what happened, but it was very obvious that she was coerced to change her testimony on the stand.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nasty, man. It was very strange.
Yeah, and most importantly, man, coming from Tory's side, if he really didn't do this would probably be the right time to be sitting here snitching, man. I ain't gonna lie. I would be like, look, I did not shoot her. This is what happened. If he really didn't do this, I'm telling you, and we were saying it before, but I guess Tory couldn't really talk about it and all that stuff because of the case. But if my life is on the line like this, my career is on the line, I did not do this.
Mm-hmm.
Look, this is what happened. This is who shot the gun. I would tell what happened if I didn't do it. And apparently he didn't want to do it. I guess he just felt super comfortable. And when the stuff, and by the way, when the stuff first came out that he was found guilty on all the stuff, for a hot second, man, I felt kind of bad for him because I'm like, damn, like, she didn't die. I mean, she was shot, and don't nobody want to be shot. And I understand it was a traumatic night for her, but nobody died. And I don't know what happened, but I guarantee you, it was probably a mistake on his part too. He probably wished he didn't do that. And he was drunk and all that stuff. Mistakes happen. And now this man's career is over, his life is probably over. But that was only for like 5 seconds. Then I started thinking about all the bullshit he was doing. Getting his team to harass her, him putting out the fucking albums talking about the situation, and all the tweets, him saying stuff like, y'all think I'm really about to go to jail, and all this trolling and all this bullshit, like he untouchable. At that point, I was just like, man, that's kind of what you get, man. I think if he would have if he would have handled this situation a little different and not sitting there trying to harass her, trying to be all cocky like he untouchable and all this other stuff, maybe it could have played out in a different way. Maybe he could have settled something, but I think that's the part that make me not feel sorry for him, man. Just the way he react to all of that stuff after the fact.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like he was very sure that he wasn't going to jail, and he was talking shit, and he was, "Hey, look, man, you know what you did, dog. Like, and it's like I said, 20 years is a lot. I think he's facing a lot of time. That's a lot. I mean, because like you said, nobody died. He was reckless, and California has harsh gun laws. You can't be shooting guns in California, man, and get caught with it.
And I think it was an honest mistake. I don't think he really won. I don't think if he could go back in time, I don't think he would do that.
No, of course not.
Yes, I think it was because look, man, a lot of people be in the wrong situation and they make an awful mistake that will cost them their life. I honestly felt like he did make a mistake, and he probably would agree to that too. But man, all the bullshit that was going on after that, man, it wasn't good, man.
Yeah, it was rough, but I mean, it is what it is. This case is closed. I know they're going to appeal. Who knows how that's going to work out? I'm not confident if anything will be overturned. Y'all filling out the fucking petitions online to stop wasting your time. That does not have any effect on anything in court. They got like 40,000 signatures on a fucking protest link to undo the verdict. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Y'all think courts are decided like this? If you sign a pro appeal thing that is going to get appealed, it don't work like that, man. Tab says, Figgy, you are 100% correct, 1,000% correct. If I'm facing major time and did a major crime and I didn't do it, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs that I didn't do it, disrupting court and everything. Yeah, man. Like, fucking, if you face a major time and you know somebody else did the shit, snitching is in rap now, man. So,
and then this is the other thing too. If I know in my heart I did that, and this is before she came out of nowhere and said Tory shot me, that infamous tweet. I think it was a tweet. She said Tory shot me. Before all of that, I wouldn't even let her get to that tweet. I would be trying to work this out. I wouldn't be trying to be an asshole. I would try to say, hey, let's figure this out. And I think he did try to pay her off. But I would, if they were really in a relationship or has some type of connection, I would be like, baby, let's, try to work this. I would try to work something out, but it seemed like he wasn't trying to do that, man. He was being a little more cocky and untouchable.
Yeah.
And that's a no-no, man.
Yeah, so it is what it is. I mean, there's a lot of people who owe Meg an apology. They probably won't give it to her because you know how they are. But yeah, look, it's done. All I wanted to know was just the truth. And with the evidence that came out, I think we're close enough. So let's just move on, everybody.
It's a shame how, this type of situation just wasn't in Meg's favor because people don't like her as an artist. It's really nasty, man. It was awful with all of these media people just siding with Tory just off the strength of it being Meg. Because if it would have happened to, let's say it happened to SZA, people wouldn't be doing that. People would be justice for SZA, fuck Tory, all that other shit. But just because it was Meg, and I don't want to hear the excuses of, oh, she's just a drunk and she get aggressive and all this stuff. Man, she didn't deserve that, man. Don't nobody deserve that. If you're drunk, you don't deserve to get shot. So it was really nasty. It was really uncomfortable to hear people talking like this, and then when the results come out, then everybody quiet as a mouse. So,
Yeah. It's
I feel bad for Meg. I feel bad for Meg too, man. It's terrible.
yeah, it is. But I mean, what can you do? Albie says Tory was not tall enough to hit from the back. Now they're throwing him in jail. Are you trying to try out for a Def Comedy Jam, man? What are you doing here, dog? You about to get Sandman to escort you out the fucking Twitch, man. With these jokes, dog. What are you doing, man? But yeah, people are stupid, Tab. I don't know, man. It was a drunken night where everybody was acting the ass, but only one person shot a gun in the one city and state where you shouldn't be shooting unregistered guns.
Yeah.
And he got in trouble for it. So it is what it is, man. Hopefully everybody involved can just move on now. Tory does his time and comes out of change, man. Hopefully Megan's able to continue her career and stop being harassed over this shit now. And everybody just move on, hopefully. That's all I wanted from the beginning. I just wanted to be over with. Everybody move on with their life and career. And yeah, so I think we're finally at that point now. So congratulations.
So, did you hear the audio of the I guess the leaked jail call? Or
I didn't hear the whole thing. I listened to some of it. I couldn't listen to the whole thing because it was just I didn't really care about it.
Yeah. I like how some of the Tory truthers were like, this is fake. Like, come on, man. Like, do y'all get tired of just defending somebody like this?
Look, people on the internet never want to admit they wrong, man. It's like no matter what evidence comes in their way, oh, this is fake. I remember, I don't know where this came from, but some people got the idea that the gun was lime green, so it couldn't have been Tory's because that sounds like a girl's gun. Then the picture of the gun came out and it was a black gun. So, like, what happened to all y'all lime green gun truthers out here? Where'd y'all even get that shit? See, niggas, people, you're right, Tab. People are fucking stupid. People are so stupid that they'll take any point that agrees with their view and just say it's a fact, even though you don't know where this came from. You might have just seen a tweet or an Instagram post that said it. I heard that Tory wasn't even there that night.
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Yeah.
I saw it on Instagram. What?
They'll send a link to you saying hip hop news at blogspot.wordpress.com.
Right.
What the fuck is this, man?
We are like the dumbest in civilization, man. And there's no reason because it's easier to find out information than it's ever been. But somehow we're getting dumber by the second, man. And it's sad to see as a society how dumb we're getting and how people just believe anything they hear. Literally believe anything they hear.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's unfortunate, but what can you do? So other things that happened this week, I guess we got to talk about the biggest news, man. The shit that happened on Monday Night Football. Crazy situation, man, with Damar Hamlin, the Bills player, who collapsed on the field at the beginning of the Bengals and Bills game and went into cardiac arrest. He is now, since he's on the path of the recovery, it seems like he is now conscious. He can talk. He can move his arms and legs. It seems like he's going to be okay. I think he's still in like listening critical condition, but it's looking better than it did on that night, you know, where they had to give him CPR and he was just motionless. So very scary situation. They canceled the game. A lot of talk about, you know, football period and just a lot of stuff happened. People getting low-key canceled. People getting upset with Skip Bayless again. Yeah, a lot going on, man. I've never seen a game canceled before for something like that. I've seen a lot of players go down watching football. I've never seen a game get canceled at the beginning of it because a player got hurt or seriously hurt.
Yeah.
So, Figgy, were you watching the game, and what was your reaction when you heard about the whole thing?
So I wasn't watching the game. This was going on at the same time the Cavs was playing, and Donovan Mitchell was. I think he had like 50 points at the time,
Yep.
and it was a close game, and they ended up going to overtime. And
Shouldn't
so
have gone to overtime, by the way, because he fucking
he missed that free throw and got it back again.
yeah, he
Crazy.
lane violation, but whatever.
Hey, they wanted him to get 71.
Yep.
And LeBron called it. But yeah, I was stuck on that game, and I'm going crazy. I'm tweeting, and then I just see a whole bunch of tweets saying, "Y'all need to cancel the game. Just NFL, cancel the game, cancel the." And I'm like, "What the hell is going on?" When people talk about cancel the game, and people will say, "Oh my God," and prayers, and the timeline's going crazy. Where I felt bad because I'm sitting here like, "Yeah, Donovan Mitchell got 69 right now." And everybody, the timeline's kind of, I guess praying a little bit. So after the game, I end up going to ESPN, and it looked like you would have thought somebody died the way they was doing. And so I ended up finding the play to see what happened. And I seen that, I was just like, damn. And to be honest, and I ain't trying to be insensitive or anything like that, but when I seen the play, I was just like somebody passed out. I'm like, that's a little scary. But I think the part that got me was just seeing the players' reactions.
Mm-hmm.
Like the player, you would have thought somebody died because you always see people, get hurt on the field where it get a little serious and they kind of stand around a little bit, pray, but they get back to it. But you saw people as players on the sideline boo-hooing. They were like boo-hooing. They look scared. Everybody looked scared. And then they said they were doing CPR for like 9 minutes or something like that. And I was just like, whoa, like that's a scary situation, man. So yeah, the one part I didn't like about with this situation happening, you get the wild wild west on Twitter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'll get some people that say stuff like, the prayers up and all that good stuff. And then you get the insensitive people saying stuff like, what about my parlay? Or they can't cancel the game. I got money on this game. What about my fantasy team? I got T. Higgins. And it's just like it just looks so bad at that point, man. And then even with the Skip Bayless tweet, man, I look personally, man, I felt like the tweet itself wasn't bad, and he did make it clear like it's not about this right at the moment. When he said his tweet about I guess canceling the game or what they gonna do as far as seating and all that stuff. I forgot what he was actually saying, but the tweet itself wasn't bad. It was just a bad time to tweet that.
Mm-hmm.
Because at that moment, you can't, you gotta focus, you gotta make sure the guy's okay. You gotta focus on the guy. You can't think about, oh, what is this gonna do to the number 1 seed or some shit. You just can't tweet it at that moment. And that's one thing I realized, man, because we live life on Twitter, and sometimes you can't be brutally honest on Twitter like that because it's gonna make you look bad. But if we were sitting here talking together and we saying, damn, I hope he okay. Damn, I wonder what they're gonna do with the number 1 seed now. Then it's not as insensitive, but when you do it in a tweet, it just make you look bad.
Yeah.
And not to mention Skip Bayless, people just wait for Skip Bayless to say something just to attack him too. So I'm not defending Skip at all. I think he deserved it, all the smoke for the shit over the past 10, 20 years. But I think it was a legit question, but he shouldn't have said it at that moment while people still trying to figure out what's going on. So I think that was a bad team. It was even worse the next day. He had to do the fucking show by himself.
Oh yeah, that was wild to see, man.
That was crazy, man. So he he looked uncomfortable. He looked like he was shaking a little bit. So I mean, it was kind of good to see him all tight like that. But yeah, man, I'm glad DeMar is doing a lot better, and I hope he pulled through. I don't know if he'll ever play again because a heart attack is very serious, and but I just hope he's doing a lot better, man, because that's a scary situation. The dude was 23, 24 years old, man.
Yeah.
That I can't imagine that. And it show you that it can happen to anybody. Because we usually think of heart attacks for, bigger people or older people or something like that, strokes for older people, but that shit can happen to anybody, man.
Anybody who was vaccinated. I'm just kidding. I'm just gay. I'm just fucking around,
That
man.
was the other
Don't take us down, YouTube. Don't take us down, Spotify. We're gonna get the COVID warning on this podcast now. My bad. But I'm not serious.
That was the other conversation too, man.
Yeah, of course. Every time this happens, it's a conversation about that shit. No, I'll be honest, man. I had no idea. My mom actually told me about it. And I was not even I was reading the book. I was like doing I'm trying to that's one of my New Year's resolutions too, man. I'm trying to stay like less on social media just because I feel like I don't know, it kind of fucks up your mental after a while, man. I don't think we're supposed to be exposed to all this bullshit every day. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to step away a little bit. I was reading the book at the time and I got a text from my mom saying, "Are you watching this Bills Bengals game?" And she don't never text me about anything. So I'm like, is it like a really good game or something? What's going on? Because she usually don't even watch sports like that.
Yeah.
But she told me, a player collapsed. So I get on Twitter. Of course, it's the biggest thing on Twitter now. And the first thing I saw when I saw him go down, because like the hit didn't look like anything bad, and he popped right up. Then he just fell right down. I immediately thought it was a hard thing because I've seen that happen in other sports. In soccer, other sports, like a player just collapsed out of nowhere.
Or referee or something.
Yeah, without any contact or anything. It's like it seemed like a heart thing. Yeah. So yeah, I was of course concerned, man. And it was very sad to see, like you said, he was like 24 years old, man. And he is 20, he's not dead. You would think he died the way it was covered, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. But all said, I'm very happy that he's okay. He's recovering. He can talk. He has all his functions. The first thing he asked apparently was, "Did we win the game?" And I don't know if this is fucking true, but the doctor said some stupid
life.
You won. You won the game of life.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. Like I understand people. I understand like how you're very happy he made it through, but dog, was he trying to get in the movie? Like, what was he trying to do with that kind of quote, man? Be like, look, the game was canceled, but you're okay. Everybody's worried about you. What the fuck? You want the game of life? That was such a cringy kind of comment to make, but look, I get it. Look, it was a tough situation. It was a sad situation. So, I'm very happy he's recovering. I'm happy that the league is putting a lot of support behind him. I'm happy that they didn't make them go back out there and play the game. You clearly see that the Bills were not in any shape to continue playing. Yeah. There might have been some players who could compartmentalize and get back on the field, but some probably could not. So you don't want to make them have to have that choice. So I'm glad they canceled it, and they did officially cancel it. They're not going to make up the game. I'm sure some Bengals fans feel a certain way about how it shook out because apparently, I guess they're going to do like a coin flip for home field advantage in the championship game or some shit.
Yeah, I think for I think the wild card game, I think if the Bengals play the Ravens, then they have to do a coin flip to see who plays home.
Which apparently goes against the NFL's own rules for a canceled game, but I mean, it's
a different situation.
Yeah, it's unprecedented, so whatever. I mean, it is what it is now. But like I said, I'm happy Damar Hamlin's okay. Happy he's recovering. But with that being said, look, man, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like we are becoming an increasingly over dramatic society in general, dog. Ever since COVID, I feel, man. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like I said this before on the podcast. I feel like we treat everything that happens now as as if it's the worst thing that's ever happened. Ever. Some people run up on the Capitol on January 6th. It's worse than Pearl Harbor. Like we're so dramatic now, man. And I understand. Like I said, I had no problem canceling the game. I get it, but the coverage 24 hours later of like them doing a eulogy for him, like he's not dead. We don't know enough about his situation, and it's just I asked myself a lot of questions as well. I asked myself if this game wasn't on Monday Night Football, if it wasn't the biggest Monday Night Football game of the season, arguably.
Yeah, if it was a Monday, if it was a Sunday,
if it wasn't prime time, if it was a game between the Broncos and the Colts, would they have canceled the game? Like, would it have been this big of a deal for everybody if it was somebody in a game nobody was watching?
Yeah.
Like the coverage was, Tab. Like I'm glad you see it, man. The coverage was a little over the top, man.
Yeah, and look, I felt the same way with you. I was hoping he was okay, even in that moment, that Monday night. I was hoping he was okay, but the coverage was too sad for me, man. I couldn't. Well, I ain't do this in years, but I switched over to NBA TV.
Yes, man.
I was watching NBA TV because it was a little too much, man. I was seeing it on social media. They canceled the game, and that turned into Sports Center pretty much. And you would have thought he died.
They were giving his eulogy, basically, man. And you could tell. Here's my problem with it. You could tell that. It's just my opinion. I felt like everybody was too scared to be the ones to switch the topic.
Yeah,
because they were scared of like, look, if Sports Center did a whole hour on it, then talked about the NBA that night, people, how can you talk about the NBA when a kid's fighting for his life? So they had to keep talking about it.
Yeah,
and then every show dedicated every minute to the Damar Hamlin, even though we didn't know anything at that point. So what can you really talk about?
People was even doing that on social media because, you still got other people that's not into football at all, don't know anything about football, or wasn't watching, that's tweeting about different stuff. It, me. You had people tweeting about the Donovan Mitchell game.
Yeah.
And then you see in the comments like, read the room, or this ain't the right time.
Right.
Like, I'm not in that same room, man. I'm not even in the same building. So I'm watching something else, so I can't tweet at all.
Look, you can't even think about anything, okay? You better not be enjoying a delicious meal while Damar Hamlin is in the hospital, okay? This man you don't know, never met in your life. Yeah. Like I said, I felt for him. I felt the same way everybody else did. But this fucking bully social media society, like, look, the Skip tweet was not fucking bad, man, okay? I gotta say it, dog. I'm not gonna defend Skip because I don't give a fuck about him, and I know he's a troll, but he was not being a troll in the moment. Let's not act like NFL fans weren't thinking about that, okay? Just because nobody wanted to be the one to tweet it out. And he was the one who tweeted it out, and it looked insensitive, but they were looking for somebody to be that person to ask that question at that moment.
Yeah, it was worse tweets than that.
Yeah, there was way worse. Look, every time I watch an NFL game, I gotta watch 1,500 ads for fucking DraftKings and fucking FanDuel, all this gambling shit that's now legal and anybody can do. So look, y'all wanted this. Now you got people with skin in the game, dog. You got people who are betting big money on the game. And you think they just gonna be like, oh, it doesn't matter now? Like, people ain't rich like that where they can just afford to, like, look, I get that it's insensitive, but let's not act like the NFL didn't want this. You know, they want people gambling. They want people playing fantasy football. They want you being a pretend owner. They want you entering these contests to win money. Like economy's tough right now, man. So
Yeah.
when you got people with skin in the game, don't get mad because they wondering like, oh, I feel bad for the kid, but are they going to continue the game? Is
Yeah.
that such an unfair question to ask when you got skin on this shit, when you got money on the shit? Like, is that so out of bounds that you're the worst? I saw somebody call Skip Bayless the worst person in the world. Like one of the worst people in the world. And it's
Yeah.
like, okay, man, we got rapists, killers, drug dealers, murderers, pedophiles. Skip Bayless put a tweet out there. He's right up there with the Idaho killer, I guess, who killed them 4 college students for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
It's the dramatics are ridiculous, man. Like I said, I felt for him. It was bad situation. I'm glad they canceled the game, but the nonstop coverage, the don't even ask about how this game is going to be made up, even though 2 days later that's what all everybody was talking about.
Yeah.
Just it was too much for me, man. Like I said, I've been watching and been around sports for a while. I've seen and heard crazy things happen, man. I've seen and heard of high school kids having heart attacks and dying in football and basketball. Soccer, it's happened. It happened recently in soccer. Somebody almost died. I seen in hockey, I seen a player get his fucking throat cut with a hockey blade and bleed out and almost die right there on the rink. I've seen boxers die after fights. I've heard of boxers dying in the ring, pro wrestlers dying in the ring, and then the show keep going on after they die.
On Hart, yeah.
Yeah, they lucky Vince McMahon ain't run the NFL, man.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon would have made them get right back on there and step over and just keep playing. Yeah. So, look, I've seen and heard crazy things happen in sports. It's very unfortunate, but that's what happens when you got people playing at their peak performance, playing violent sports, man. Like, it's unfortunate, but this shit happens, and like the reaction was just like over the top for me, man. Because like this is unfortunately, it's not like the first time anything like this has happened.
Yeah.
And people treated it like it was. And I don't understand. Are you just not paying attention when it's not on Monday Night Football? You don't think these things happen every year in sports? I don't get it, man. But like I said, at the end of the day, I am glad he's okay. And I did feel for him.
Yeah, I think you're right about people getting oversensitive since 2020. Because when all that stuff, I remember during the whole coronavirus days.
Yes.
It was breaking news. Kevin Durant tested positive.
They was like he was dying.
Eulogy, yeah. But I think you are right, because around that time people were super serious about COVID. And then around that time they took it serious about the whole George Floyd and the protests and all that stuff. So that would take over SportsCenter and ESPN overall. And whenever something like that happened, they just I guess they just get scared. I don't know if they just look at social media and just try to go with it and just go with social media because they scared, they don't want to get in trouble. And I think that's what they do, man. And to me, a lot of people, and even with the whole protest thing, man, I'm all for the cause. I'm for it all. But it gets to a point, man. I don't want to see, like, if I'm going to ESPN, I'm going to check out some sports. I want to see some highlights. I want to see some sports hot takes. I want to see that stuff. I don't want to see about. I just don't want to see it about stuff that be shown on Fox News or CNN, man. I'm just not for it. And you know, I kind of got to that point where I'm the same. I'm like this all the time now. Even that Monday night, I watched it a little bit. I was a little sad. And eventually I'm like, you know what? I got to watch something else. I can't watch this all night long and all morning. And, you know, of course it continued that that morning. So
Continued the whole day, man. Every
yeah,
show talked about nothing but that, basically.
yes. So I turned on ESPN that morning, and they started off with that with no theme song, just silence. Good morning, everybody. This is Mike Greeny, and we got to talk about DeMar Hamlin. And I was just like, yeah, like I look, I did want to see an update to see how he was, but I didn't want to hear the other. I didn't want to hear nobody opinion on
Yeah.
what happened, man. I was just,
Everybody, it seemed like it was competition to go viral off
yeah,
their rant about football and the nature of it. It's like,
yeah,
okay, we get it, man.
yeah, yeah. I agree, man. And like I said, with the Skip Bayless tweet, I felt like he shouldn't have tweeted at that moment that
Hmm.
some stuff, because I'll be wanting to tweet some stuff too, but some stuff don't come across right on Twitter. Like
Yeah.
it would come across better if I say it to you. You know what I mean? Or to somebody I know personally. Like, hey, we do it all the time. We like, hey, I ain't trying to be insensitive, but why is people doing this? Why is people where it makes sense? You could kind of
Hmm.
hear my tone to know I'm not trying to be a dick or something like that. But if I was Skip, I would have probably waited till the next day or a couple days later or something.
I mean, it seemed like because Skip he tweeted that in the midst of a lot of tweets.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he started off with firing from the hip.
He had
How
a
are they going to make up
yeah,
this game?
he had a few tweets, and then in that same
Yeah.
tweet, if you look at that tweet, he did say, "I know, this is more important, and anything else don't matter."
Hmm.
He made it clear in the tweet, but I think it was because of Skip Bayless. Because if it was anybody else that would have tweeted that, it wouldn't have been that. Of course, he would have had some people going in, but it wouldn't have been as viral.
Yeah.
I think it was viral because it was Skip Bayless, but he did make it clear that, look, I know this don't matter, but what about the seating type thing? And I totally get it. But if I was Skip, I just would have waited a couple days later. I don't think it was worth Shannon Sharp calling off, by the way.
No, it wasn't. And that was another dramatic thing too. Like all the
Yeah,
shit that y'all been in with this show, something that's
yeah,
what was your breaking point.
yeah,
And like it's like I said, man, people wanted him fired over that tweet.
yeah.
And
He should have been fired over other shit.
right, like he's done worse shit. I know at one point he was making light of Dak Prescott's reaction to his brother's suicide. I think he said some
Yeah,
insensitive stuff back then, but nobody cared because nobody likes Dak anyway. So nobody called for his cancellation over that. Bosch Spice, all this crazy shit he used to call players, and nobody cared. But yeah, it was just people were looking for somebody to say something like that, man. To be like, you're the bad guy for even thinking that. When let's not even act like most of us, it didn't cross our mind
yeah,
how they were gonna. Because I never, like I said, I've never seen an NFL game get canceled ever. I've
yeah,
seen shit get postponed. I've seen weather delays. I've never seen a game get canceled because somebody got hurt. So
yeah,
of course, while I'm thinking about everything, I'm like, what would happen here? What would
yeah,
the NFL do? The NFL is wondering it too.
yeah.
You think they was just
They,
praying for DeMar the whole time?
they,
The NFL executives and all
yeah.
them?
It's a reason they took a long time to actually cancel the game.
Yes.
Because and that's the other thing that was bothering me too. A lot of people just, what are y'all waiting on? Just cancel this. It don't go like that, man.
People are fucking
It's
dog.
not like we sitting here saying, all right, just cancel the game, guys. No, the commissioner got, first of all, he trying to figure out what the hell is going on. He got to talk to the both of the coaches, probably both of the owners. They got to talk to the team. They got to see how the team feel, because look, like you said, a lot of people do get hurt, but a lot of people want to play for that teammate to try to get the win. And sometimes they be a little more motivated, but you got to talk to a lot of people. It's a lot in stake for you to cancel a game, man. It's not just that easy. You got people with
Yes.
tickets. You got, people that paid to get there. And, if we cancel it, do we need to replay the game somewhere down the line? And next week is the last week of the of the regular season. They sitting here going through all that, man. So it's not just willy nilly, just snap your finger and cancel the game. This ain't no damn game at Lifetime or some shit.
Yes.
So people was just, what y'all waiting on? Cancel it.
The solutions were ridiculous, man. I've heard number one people say, let's call it a tie. Like, that's not fair at all to either
No, it
team.
ain't fair.
The Bengals had a chance to win the number one seed in that game. They're not going to call that a tie. And people said some shit like, and I saw this from several people, push everything back a week and push back the Super Bowl. Like, nigga, do y'all realize that was hundreds of millions of dollars that will be lost and had to reschedule? These things are scheduled a year in advance, basically.
Yes,
you know.
How do you know that SoFi, or I don't even know where they're doing the Super Bowl at this year, but how you know that stadium ain't even booked a week after that?
You can't just move. Everything is booked and reserved. Everything is set up. Like you can't just push it back a week.
It's not that easy, man.
So y'all could do it. It's possible. No, it's not, man. Like, the logistics involved would be insane. The TV contracts, all this stuff that was set years ago would have to suddenly change because of this incident. You can't just push things back. That's why they canceled it. It's not even worth trying to make that game up at this point.
Yeah,
it's too much involved in it. So they just said, fuck it.
It's too much involved, too much moving around, little time, because it ain't like this is week 2 or week 3 where you could possibly make that game up in the bye week or something. No, like it's the very end of the year. And like it was no way they was going to try to make this game up this week. Like, no way. They play Monday. They can't play Wednesday or Thursday, especially how everything been going on. So it did have to turn around and play Sunday for the last game of the year. So it didn't make no sense to try to make this game up. But I do think they were sitting there trying to figure it out. If we cancel this game, what's the next steps? So
you can't even think that, Figgy. Okay, look, you can't even think about that. Okay, that doesn't matter. Sports don't matter.
But see, if they did, let's say they did, I mean, they eventually canceled the game, but let's say they did just, as soon as it happened, cancel. Like, everybody go home, it's canceled. Like it now, if the NFL, like, we got the conversation now on the number 1 seed and what we gonna do with this and that, people would be calling the NFL a disaster and be saying they don't know what they're doing because they got the seeds all screwed up, and why are they flipping a coin to see who get the home field and all this other shit. They will be sitting there ripping the NFL for not knowing, or ripping not even the NFL. They'll be ripping Roger Goodell as always and feel like he don't know what he doing. So I just think it's not that easy to just say, you know what y'all waiting on? Just cancel it. Just cancel it. It's a lot of money being involved. It's a month. And then, like, nobody ain't talking about that. I know ESPN probably made it up in the ratings, but that was an ESPN game. So they kind of lost out on that too.
No, it's probably going to be their best Monday Night Football game, ratings wise, period. I know the ratings did go up because everybody wanted to know what was happening, but
but they still look, man. They still had them commercials.
Yep.
They still had a lot going on. Do they still do the Manning cast on ESPN too?
I don't think so. Of course, they wouldn't for that game. I mean, after what happened, but I think that might have ended by now. But yeah,
okay, but yeah, they still got a lot of commercials and money on their side that they got to make. So, like I said, prayers to DeMar, and I'm always hoping the best for people, but it's still a business, man. You still gotta try to figure out, because them sponsorships and people behind the scenes ain't about to be like, oh yeah, you know what? Don't worry. Nah, if I'm paying $10,000 or $100,000 for my commercials and all that stuff, and it don't play because the game didn't play, then you gotta give me that back. It's a lot more than just cancel the game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's not just we not playing that Lifetime, or we not playing that high school where you could cancel it and be just fine.
Yeah, a lot involved, but people don't see that. They're just like, oh, just cancel it, move everything back, move the Super Bowl. No big deal. Just do it. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Tab says, here's the kicker as well. Damar Hamlin would want them to play as normal, not change anything. I mean, I'm thinking Hamlin would want them to move forward without causing changes. Look, that's something that I didn't really want to bring it up, but you brought it up. I don't know how I would feel if I was Damar Hamlin. I don't know how he feels. Like, look, he could be very gracious, and I'm sure he's grateful. His charity raised a lot of money after that happened. I'm sure he's grateful for that. But if I was an NFL player, personally, if that happened to me, I would want my brothers to be out there on the field fighting still. I'm not saying, like I said, I don't know how he feels about it. I'm not going to imagine how he feels about it because I don't know him. But I would feel strange about the fact that everything stopped because I had a heart attack on the field. I'll feel strange that this will be the thing I'm remembered for, unless I have a crazy Hall of Fame type career, which is not likely, unless some crazy shit happens. But I wouldn't want this to be what I'm remembered for.
Yeah.
And if I do come back to the NFL, I would want people to keep bringing it up. Like, wow, look at him. Such an inspirational story. He's back on the field. Like, I'll just want to be treated like normal. Personally, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
And so that's why I said, like, the coverage was just so extra because like he just wanted to play football, man.
Yeah.
I don't think he wanted to be a cautionary tale about having a heart attack, but that's what happened. So,
and not only that, man, if it was me, I would feel a little guilty.
Yeah.
Because now, that could have screwed over the. I mean, I'm not sure how the season look right now, but maybe that screwed up the Bills a little bit, where they don't have the number 1 seed, or they don't get to play at home, and with them not playing at home, they might lose. So that if they would have played the Bengals and finished that game, they probably would have won and had the number 1 seed, or had a bye or something like that, and it could have been a magical Super Bowl run.
And not even just that, it's the fact that every game you got people on the team that are trying to make a highlight reel. Every game you got people who are trying to meet certain statistics to get bonuses in their contract. They're trying to put together, like, they're trying to look good out there for their futures. And like, I personally would feel guilty that everything stopped because of me. But like I said, I can't imagine. I don't want to put into words how he feels or enter his frame of mind, because I don't know. But I would agree with you, man. I would feel guilty about the fact that people are out there trying to make money, trying to look good out there, trying to do what they can for their families as well, and it stopped because of me. But that, like I said, that's just me. I don't know how he would feel about it.
Yeah, but the tweets were crazy though. I think what was worse to me than the Skip Bayless tweet? The people that's coming out of nowhere and saying, "See, I wouldn't let that's why I don't want my kids playing football."
Yeah,
Like, man, this is something that this type of situation don't happen all the time. Like, of course, people get hurt. Of course, you got concussions and stuff like that. But like, don't try to pat yourself on the fucking back at this time. Talk about, see, that's why I don't play football. Like, unless people dying every single game or some stuff like that. Like, don't sit there and try to pat yourself on the back. That to me, that was worse than Skip Bayless tweet.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of that.
Kind of negative about you.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of hypocrisy, period, man. Just the fact that it's a violent sport, but we act like it's not violent every week because it's entertaining to us, and we don't see the consequences right there on the field.
Yeah.
We don't have players kill themselves after years of being hit in the head and getting concussions. But hey, it's not on the field, so we don't. Hey, we gonna tune in every Sunday and watch the NFL because it's entertainment, and we don't see that. But once we have to see it, oh my God, it's shocking.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. Tab says, let's say Hamlin unfortunately is unable to play football again. Can he keep that $8 million in donations for himself or to support himself? Or does he have to use that money for charity? I mean, the money went to his charity, so it didn't go to him. But with the pressure, I'm sure, and everybody, I know the hot takes are out. It's not even hot takes, it's true about how the NFL don't really take care of disabled players like that, like they should, or players, period, after retirement. But I can't imagine the NFL just abandoning Hamlin after all they've done now. After all these tributes, they canceled the game for him. I can't imagine if he can't play football again that he'll be destitute and just broke and just left on his own. Like, I have to imagine, even if it's just from a PR standpoint, they're going to take care of him for the rest of his life.
Yeah, and I also think now to bring up too, he was like a 6th-round pick a couple years ago, so his contract is not that much in football terms. But I do think, with this being a huge coverage, I do think a lot of NFL players will look out for him.
Yeah,
I don't think he'd be broke. I think a lot of players, or at least I would say a lot of players on the Bills will at least look out for him, and
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, they shouldn't have to. The players shouldn't have to fund him.
They shouldn't have to, but we seen all the love he been getting as of late. So if it was a point in time where he's broke or struggling, I think they will probably look out for him.
Yeah, of course.
If the NFL wouldn't, but yeah, I agree with that. I'm saying I don't think it's gonna be a way he'll be broke.
Yeah, no. He'll be taken care of. Tab says probably give him a job in the front office or a team I could see that. If he can't play, but he can still move around, he's okay. He can get a front office job and something, or like I said, just give him something to take care of him for the rest of his life. But I can't imagine, even though the NFL has done some fucked up shit, all eyes are on this situation right now.
Yeah,
So
because
they can't fuck it up.
Yeah, because he's not, like you said, he's not the first person to get hurt and have a career-ending injury. But when you talk to a lot of people, like our good friend Cecil Shorts, I think he had a career-ending injury, and I think it was a lot of reflecting from him to find something he wanted to do. I don't think it was a thing where everybody just took care of him any good. But I think he had to, find something he's into and, go back to school and stuff like that. And the same thing with former Texan player Garyon Conley. He had a real bad injury too. And, he trying to find his way too. I don't think it's a thing. People don't really know these players like that. So it's no big deal. So they, it's not like it's a spotlight on them where people just going to look out for them. So they kind of got to find a way to, take care of themselves, life after football. But with DeMar, the spotlight is on him. So he ain't going to get the treatment like maybe a Cecil Shorts or Garyon Conley or somebody like that. It's a national story, probably a world story. And they're going to make sure he's good because that was a scary injury on Monday Night Football where they literally had to do CPR for damn near 10 minutes to get him back. And I think they'll look out for him.
Yeah. No, I think so too. So yeah, I'm not even worried about it. It'll be shocking if there was a story a few years later where he didn't have any money, or was left out on his ass by the NFL. I don't see that happening. But who knows, man?
It might be a him thing.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't see the NFL who they've done so much at this point about this situation. I can't see them fumbling the bag or fumbling the PR there that badly. Yeah. But who knows? We'll see. It is the NFL, so who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, I know we went long on that, but there's a lot to talk about with that situation.
We went ESPN.
So yeah, we really did. Yeah, we said, hey, why are you talking about that the whole time? We just spent our whole podcast talking about it. But whatever. It's different with us, okay?
Yeah, we talked about the shit ESPN and Twitter won't talk about.
We talk about what we're. Hey, look, I can't be canceled from nothing, okay? So if y'all,
we sat here and said, "Oh, the injury wasn't that bad."
I seen worse, to be honest.
Yeah,
Dog.
the Skip Bayless tweet wasn't bad at all. It was actually a really good tweet.
Look, man.
I hope nobody clip this shit and be like,
I don't, Doug. Look, Figgy, I will spare you. I was the one who said all the fucked up shit, I guess, if you want to put it that way. But I don't have nothing to be canceled from, okay?
I kind of defended the tweet a little bit. I felt like he shouldn't have tweeted that at that moment. Maybe wait a couple days for that tweet, but yeah, that's all I said. I felt like he was
like I thought it could be insensitive, but the fact is, man, it wasn't the end of the world. The reaction was over the top to the tweet, man. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I was tired of? I was tired of people retweeting him and giving their reaction to it.
Oh, yeah, because
when I don't like somebody, I'm not retweeting their shit. That's supporting. Just like Kyrie retweeting something and people saying now supporting. No, don't retweet Skip Bayless. If you don't support it, don't retweet it, man, because that's supporting it. And that motherfucker got like 1 million quote tweets.
Yes.
So I was like, man, like I usually don't, block anybody or mute anybody, but I was so close to muting them, man. Like, I don't want to keep seeing this shit.
I blocked Skip Bayless after he posted like a shirtless picture. Years ago, yes. Yeah. And I still have him blocked. So I didn't even see the fucking tweet. Yeah. But look, man, that's one thing I've just given up on, because we've said time and time again, and people know this, like when you see something you don't like and you boost it, that gives the other person all the power they were looking for in the first place, man. They want attention. Yeah. When you see a shitty podcast talk about why women are trash or why niggas ain't shit, and some stupid take about dates or whatever, some insensitive shit, and you retweet it and say, hey, you're wrong. Yeah. That just boosting that person and giving them a higher profile. Okay. All that fresh and fit people, the Kevin Samuel stuff, if you didn't like it, but people just kept retweeting it and saying, I don't like this. Why didn't you give it your attention at all? Why blast that to your followers and give them free publicity for shit? That's because that's what they're looking for, period, man. So, but people, everybody wants to be like fucking righteous on Twitter, man. That's what I've realized now. Everybody wants to be, I'm better than this person, and let me show you why, because I don't like this.
Yeah.
And that's when you get down to it, a lot of people's tweets are all just that.
Yeah.
I don't like this, so I'm better than them. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't put anything on my timeline that I don't want to see. Yeah. But that's just me.
Yeah. This is completely random. Who do you have on your block list on Twitter?
Some people I can't even remember why I blocked them. I just saw something I didn't like and blocked them. But
I pulled mine up. I got some.
Where do you find it at?
I go to settings, and then it's a little search bar in the set. I think privacy and safety.
Wait, where is settings?
If you look
on the web browser,
hit more. If you go to hit more, and then
I see it. Settings and support.
Yeah, and then privacy and settings. So I was looking at mine. I got some dude named Errol Weber. Errol Weber. I don't even know what he did. He looked like a politician. I got him blocked.
Where you see your blocks?
So do you see the search bar? Wait.
I see a search settings. Block.
Yeah, I just searched block and then it popped up.
Okay.
So
I got a lot of shit. I don't even know what these people did either.
Yeah, I can actually I don't think I need to explain all the people I blocked. The Errol Weber dude, I think he was some type of he was talking politics, I think.
Yeah.
I blocked him. I blocked Christian Walker, who is Herschel Walker, who I also blocked. I blocked them because they would just be talking. I think he was talking some crazy stuff about, I think either George Floyd or something.
Mm-hmm.
and people kept retweeting it, and that's the problem because it don't come across my timeline unless somebody retweet it, and people kept retweeting it, so I had to block him. I blocked Ted Cruz because people kept doing the same. She kept retweeting him. Same thing with Tommy Lauren. I blocked her. Herschel Walker, of course. And then I blocked Jason Witten, man. Not Jason Witten, but Jason
Whitlock. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my little block list.
I gotta look. I block accounts when I don't like an ad or I'm getting annoyed with seeing the same ad over and over again. I block it. So I have a lot of like company accounts. I have Wendy's and McDonald's on my block list. I got I don't know why I have SEC Network blocked. I got Jack in the Box and Dr. Pepper blocked. I got who else? I got Crypto Hippos. I don't know why I blocked them. They probably annoyed me. I don't even know why I blocked some of these people, man. This dude, Nick RFT. I don't know. Oh, some weird accounts. I don't even remember why I blocked him, but I blocked Conor McGregor because I was tired of seeing his shit. And just random people that I can't remember why I blocked them. So I can't remember why I blocked these people. They just did something that annoyed me, and I blocked them. But I have kind of a long list. Yeah. But I can't remember why I blocked these people. But I'm not going to unblock them because I don't remember. Because it must have been a reason.
Yeah, it take a lot for me to block somebody.
Yeah. So, I wish you could see who blocked you.
Yeah, me too.
I know the homegirl I brought in the podcast blocked me. Yes.
Was it the one girl was talking shit about me?
Yes. I believe she blocked me too.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think we're on Instagram. She didn't block me on Instagram. I think we're friends on Instagram, but she blocked me on Twitter, I think. So, yeah. I wish I could see everybody who blocked me.
Yeah.
Because I want to know.
Yeah, I got blocked by the Honey Badger, Teron Matthew.
Oh yeah, but he blocks everybody, man.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just so happened to try to
probably liked a tweet or retweeted something, and I think he just goes through and blocks everybody.
I think I know exactly what happened because, mind you, I've been trying to get him on the podcast since he was a Texan, and I think what happened was when I think this was during free agency, and what's the name? Justin Reed signed with the Chiefs. And when that happened, I was like, damn, I think I said something like, bye, Honey Badger, or something like that. Like, Honey Badger ain't coming back to Kansas City. That's what I was pretty much saying. And that's the only negative thing I said about the Honey Badger. I think that was the only negative thing I said because I was blocked. I tried to go to his page. I was blocked. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? So I was a little, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care if people block me, but I was a little offended by that because I tried to get that motherfucker on the podcast. And, you know, I try to say all type of positive shit to him. And anything like that, that's when the motherfucker reply.
Yeah, no, he's super sensitive. Like there are some people you just can't say anything about. I forget it wasn't. I think Anita Baker blocks a lot of people. Like basically anybody who mentions her gets blocked. So yeah, there's some people who just block everybody for any reason, and that's just how they are. Holly asked, "Did Rockett block Beyonce?" No, I didn't block Beyonce. Like, why? She don't tweet. If she tweeted a lot, I would have blocked her. No, I'm just kidding. But no, I didn't block Beyonce. I had no reason to block Beyonce.
Did you block John Legend's wife?
Oh, I want to say I did, but I don't see her tweets as much. I know she left Twitter for a while, and I was very happy. But then she came back, but I don't see her tweets as much. She used to fucking go viral over everything and used to fucking annoy me because her tweets were always awful. But I don't see her as much anymore. I know she got like semi-canceled a while back for some shit she did in the past. And so, yeah, I don't see her as much anymore, luckily, on Twitter. So, but yeah, I just have some random people that I don't even know. I blocked Duracell. Why'd I block Duracell? I don't fucking know.
Motherfucking like, trash ass battery.
I'm tired of batteries, man. The tweets are fucking insensitive. Yeah, I can't explain my block list. I just know I blocked them for some reason. So I'm leaving them blocked. But maybe that would be a cool feature Elon could do. If you buy Twitter Blue, you can see who blocked you. I'm gonna type that. I'll bet he'll do it too because he's taking any fucking any suggestion seriously.
That will cause a war, man.
Yeah,
that will cause a war because I don't really block. I learned that it's better to mute people because you could just stop seeing their shit. I hope they don't release that because I got a lot of people muted.
Yo, yeah, I mute a lot of people.
Yeah, but if people release they block can see who blocked them, that will be a war.
Yeah, I might pay a $6.99 whatever they pay for Twitter Blue for that shit, man. But
you ain't gonna pay for the check mark.
Hell no, I don't care about that, man. The check mark has lost all meaning now. They got the fucking piss colored check mark now, the yellow check mark. They got the blue check mark, the Fugazi blue check mark. They got the real blue check mark. Nobody cares about the check mark no more, man. They don't mean nothing.
It's a shame, man. And now what I do whenever I see a blue check mark, like my tweet or something, I go to the page to see what kind of blue check mark.
Yeah, that's all I do now, man.
And when I see paid by Twitter Blue, I was just like, oh,
yep. I thought you were legit. Oh well.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But yeah, I don't care about the blue check mark no more, man. It has no meaning at this point. So
yeah. It was fun while it lasted, man. I lived came out and got that blue check mark.
Yeah.
Now my shit say this is a legacy verified account. It may or may not be notable.
Yeah, that's kind of a low-key diss.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shit you got a blue check, but we don't know what you got it for.
May or may not be notable.
Right. That's a low-key diss, man. So Elon has fucking, I don't know if this is a master plan, but he was like ruined Twitter, dog.
Yeah.
It's fucking, I don't know. I don't need to see how many people saw my tweet. I don't know why he put that in there. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
like unless they like it, that just hurts your feelings.
Yeah,
because nobody's gonna have nearly as many likes or retweets as you do views.
You'll have 1 million views on a tweet,
right?
But nobody liked your shit.
Somebody tweet, "I'm gonna kill myself today," and it got like 300 views, and nobody replied or like. Like, come on, man. Why would you? Nobody want. I don't care how many people saw my tweet. If they ain't interacting, I don't really give a shit. So. I don't know why he put shit like that in there, man. It seems like he's just taking any idea people say and just putting it in there. So whatever. Other things that happened this week. The Houston rodeo lineup has been announced. We could talk about that.
Yeah.
Your boy from Cleveland, Cleveland's very own MGK. Who started off as a rapper, but now is a rock star. Who was married to what's her name from Transformers? Megan Good. Not Megan Good. Megan, what's her name? What's that bitch name?
Megan Fox.
MGK. Yeah, Megan Fox. That's right.
Megan Fox.
I'm not calling her a bitch. She's probably a cool person. But he is completely switched up. He is now a rock star. He is going to be at the Houston rodeo. He will be there on February 14th, I think. No, March 14th.
March,
yeah. Bun B Southern Takeover will be on February or March 3rd. Apparently, you informed me he will have a lot of Southern, more of a not just Houston rappers this time, Southern rappers, period. And I think that's pretty dope. I will try to make that probably.
Yeah, he said he's gonna switch it up this time. He's gonna do a little a different thing. So I'm actually shocked that he's on it again. So I'm not sure. I saw somebody tweet and say it was a little bit lazy, I guess. But I'm not sure if he just blew it out the water last year, so they want to bring him back again, or they just mailing it in, because I want to because the rodeo always had the themes for each day and all that stuff, or at least each week. And I want to say that's the hip hop night, right? I haven't seen anything, but I'm guessing that's the hip hop night, the Bun B takeover.
Yeah, they have like a Black History Month night And I think
Yeah.
that's whenever they do like, and it's not always rap. It's like an R&B artist
Somebody
sometimes. Or,
black. Pretty
yeah,
much. Yeah. But I'm not sure if he just killed it last time where they say, "Hey, let's bring it back again," because I think it was the biggest show in rodeo history, or one of the biggest shows. So I don't know if that's why they bringing it back, or they just mailing it in and saying, "Hey, let's just have him do it again."
I mean, none of the rappers that were on there, let's be real, are big enough to do a rodeo by themselves. But it is fun to see them perform at the rodeo.
Yeah,
You
100.
know,
I actually like that better than it
yeah,
being one person, because if let's say they decided to do somebody like her or Cindy
yeah.
or somebody like that, then I might be like, I don't have to go
The
to that.
biggest rappers in the game are too big to do the rodeo. Like Kendrick's not going to do it. Even like a J. Cole's not going to do it. Like their Lil Baby's not going to do it. I
Yeah,
doubt they would have Lil Baby there anyway.
yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody because when the year Cardi B did it, was that hip hop night or was it like a Latin night?
I want to say it was a hip hop night,
Hip hop night.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it might have been a mix. They might just say go two birds with one stone.
Yeah. And yeah. So
But
but like if they did something like a Lizzo or something like that, where they tried to sneak it in as a hip hop night or Black History night, then I probably wouldn't be interested.
yeah, and Lizzo, I'm surprised they didn't put her back because she was
It was
supposed to do
supposed to be on there.
2020. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
supposed to be on a rodeo. I guess schedules don't mix up anymore, but
Yeah.
yeah, she was supposed to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this format better, man, because we all know Bun B, is not like a rodeo, like a solo rodeo artist.
No,
But if he keep doing what he doing like this, I'm definitely down with it, man. I wouldn't mind if this was every year.
I
And
wouldn't either.
and
Bring
he
out new people every year, man. It'll be dope.
next year let's do something for my West Coast people, and
hmm
do some type of little thing, man. Like I'm down with that. So I like that they doing this.
Me too. Me too. I don't mind it, man. I don't mind if it's a yearly thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it.
Yeah,
So
so Bun B had a press conference. I guess it was the rodeo press conference, and he was there, and he said he gonna switch it up a little bit. He gonna get some of his friends from Louisiana, some of his friends from Atlanta, some friends from Tennessee. So I guess it's gonna be like the whole South. I don't know who that could be. I'm guessing we talked about it before. I guess in Tennessee would be 8 Ball and MJG. I'm gonna throw in 3 6 Mafia as well. I can see Juicy J, DJ Paul being there because they did have some songs together. As far as Louisiana, shout out to Landry Locker. He for sure know it's gonna be, he for sure know that Bootsy is gonna be there. Little
I'm not.
Bootsy.
I wouldn't be surprised. That'd be
Yeah,
dope.
so I think that's a good call. As far as Atlanta, I said Jeezy because Bun B got some Jeezy records. So I can see it. I can see him bringing Jeezy out. I think outside of that, man, I have no idea. We gotta investigate and see who is friends with Bun B.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the industry cool with him. Maybe he'll bring like a Webby out. I don't know. Some people like that. But
I think Webby for sure. I think he's gonna do
yeah.
Webby and Bootsy for sure.
Yeah. I won't be surprised. But
Yeah. So
T.I. probably, I wouldn't be surprised if T.I. shows up too. I'll be mad, but I won't be surprised.
Yeah.
So
So Landry sent me his called shots. So he said Webby, Bootsy. He said Master P. He said 3 6 Mafia, Jeezy, 8 Ball, MJG, and Killer Mike. And I think that's all kind of fair.
yeah, I can see Killer Mike being there. Yeah, that's a pretty decent prediction list. I don't think it would be anybody too big. I don't think Gucci Mane's gonna come out or anything like that. But I could see things like that. People he's worked with before, people who are close with UGK and Bun
Yeah.
B come
Yeah.
out. So I could see that.
Yeah. Do you think Do you think Meg Thee Stallion could possibly be there?
It would be cool, but no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I would be. I would think she want to do a rodeo by herself.
Mm.
And yeah, she didn't come out for the last one. I don't think she's gonna come out for this one. So I don't think it's gonna happen.
See, I think this one would make more sense at the moment because Bun B was the only one that's took up for for Meg.
Yeah.
And I don't know what she's doing now. I think she just laying low right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that would be a good moment for her to pop her first appearance to pop up at the rodeo like that.
Yeah.
I think that'd be super dope.
I
But
would like it, but I would think her management wouldn't want her to do it because they probably think she's bigger than that. So
probably so.
yeah.
But see, it's Bun B, man. You can't tell Bun B no, man.
Yeah, some people can, man. Well, really be dope if Drake came through. But
Yeah.
that's likely not gonna happen. That would be insane if it
Oh,
happened.
that would be crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't unless Drake is extremely free during that time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think he can plan things last minute like that either. So
He
yeah.
should, man, because he got a lot of respect for Bun B.
Yeah. No, Bun B put Drake on when nobody knew who he was
Yeah.
and had him open for him. He talked about that. So yeah, it would be nice to see Drake repay the favor and come through for the rodeo. I mean, Drake could do his own rodeo, of course, and it would sell out immediately. But it would be nice to have a surprise moment like that. But yeah, I doubt it's gonna happen.
Yeah, and Drake is the type of person that would pop up and do something like that. I don't think his ego is that big because
no, I mean he loves Houston. He loves Houston. So
say what you want about Drake, but he do be popping up with random people and showing love a lot.
Yep.
So I can see him doing that. But I also mentioned too, I feel like he got to throw in some R&B in here somehow. I have no clue what R&B group he could possibly bring out. I have no clue.
H-Town, I don't know. Oh, fuck it.
That was last year.
Oh, he did do H-Town last year. That's right. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I have no clue. And the only person from Atlanta I brought up was Jeezy. I'm guessing it will probably be somebody else from Atlanta too. I just have no clue. I think it's all about who he cool with.
Yeah, and he wants to show love because I don't think they're gonna get paid anything. So whoever just wants to show love to Houston and Bun B will come through. So
but
man, we'll see.
And I'm excited. It's on a Friday too, so we probably won't be potting that day.
Yep. That's all good, man.
We're gonna do the I guess it's safe to call it the annual recap.
Oh yeah.
Because we did it with we had Jack Freeman on the podcast because he was actually on that rodeo stage. So yeah, we're just be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Make sure go back and watch that Jack Freeman thing too. It was a dope behind the scenes look at how that whole thing came back together.
Yeah.
So yeah, looking forward to it. Shout out to Bun B. Hopefully everything goes well and there's plenty of surprises on that night. What else is going on? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. You mentioned 3-6. Sadly, Gangsta Boo passed away. I want to say New Year's Day, man.
I think it was the first.
Yeah, New Year's Day. She passed away, man. And like most people, I didn't believe. I'm like, this gotta be some weird rumor. What the fuck? Gangsta Boo? She was only like 43 years old. We just saw her on the 3-6 Mafia and Bone Thugs versus not too long ago. Yeah. And she was still active. She still was like tweeting it on Instagram that day.
She was super active. She was still recording music. She was doing freestyles and all that stuff. It seemed like, to be honest, I felt like Gangsta Boo never really got her respect.
No, she didn't.
As an artist, as a female artist, especially being in the South. I felt like right now she was just starting to get her respect. It seemed like a lot of people was bringing her up more. People was looking at her as a legend in the game, and this happened. This was sad, man. This hurt right here, man. And
it sucked, man. She was young.
She was just on stage calling Busy Bone a weirdo, man. Weirdo ass nigga.
Yeah, I think she said they patched it up though, and even afterwards, Biggie was like, "I love Gangsta Boo," so they were cool.
Yeah.
So they passed it up, but yeah, that was a legendary moment though. That whole verse was crazy, but yeah, I agree. I don't think Gangsta Boo got her flowers for being as innovative as she was, but a lot of that was because she was with 3-6, and 3-6 was a
it was
underground
underground,
niche, like you talked about before. People got made fun of for listening to 3-6 back in the day, man. And now that sound has come back.
Yeah, I did for sure.
I made fun of my friend for being a hardcore 3-6 Mafia head, man. I'm like, what's wrong with you, dog? What the fuck are these beats, man? And now it's like
really?
I made fun of him because he had everything. He had the movies, the DVDs, every CD.
See, I was a fan. I was a big fan, but my cousin from Alabama, shout out to my cousin BJ, he was a bigger fan. He had some shit that I ain't even heard of. He had some 666 mixtape, something that was totally different from when I was used to. And I'm like, damn, I'm over here listening to Where the Smoke Clears.
Yeah.
Some unreleased shit from 1991. Hey, like, what the fuck is this? Like, play that sipping on some scissor or some shit. Playing some other shit, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
There was some hardcore 3-6 fans, man. They had a hardcore fan base. Tab says I had all that shit too. Yeah, man. A lot of people were hardcore. Oh, this is the versus moment, the fight, the legendary fight.
Yeah. Let me share that. Yeah.
I haven't seen this in a while, man. I gotta refresh my memory on what exactly happened. It was hilarious though.
There we go.
What the fuck? You're a hater, Baseball. You're a hater. You mustn't take no pills. You weirdo ass. What you bitch ass nigga?
Look at Busy Bone.
Wait,
hold on. Let me find a longer video.
The way he cocked that bottle back, man, that was too funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find a longer video, but this motherfucker. Wait, here we go. This is fucking hilarious now, man.
Shit, wow, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna be mocking me while I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight the fuck up.
No,
and Gangsta Boo.
Suck my dick. What the fuck?
You're a hater.
What is wrong with Juicy J, man? I forgot what the fuck he was wearing that night. What the fuck?
Before we even get started, you ugly motherfuckers ain't finna
ugly
be
motherfuckers.
I'm on motherfucking stage. Like, straight
what
the
fuck
up.
is wrong with Juicy J, dog? Look at him.
What the fuck? You're a hater. Baseball, you're a hater. You mustn't take no pills. You weirdo ass nigga. Fuck wrong with you, bitch ass nigga.
Hey, she got a legendary ass voice, man. Like, even her, like, this is how she sound when she be on the track. And for her to sit there, you weirdo ass nigga.
Take a pill, you weirdo ass nigga. That was too funny, man.
It sounded like it was the beginning of a 3-6 song.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild. You a hater. That was too funny, man. That was too funny. Legendary moment, man.
Yeah.
But the Gangsta Boo news was sad, man, because like you said, she didn't really get her props because she was with 3-6, and by the time 3-6 really blew up, she wasn't really with them no more, man.
Yeah, that's when they it was mainly I think it
was Crunchy Black, Juicy J, and DJ Paul, and that was it.
Yeah.
When they won the Oscar and they put out, hit songs.
Yeah.
Lord Infamous was gone, Gangsta Boo was gone, Coopster, all them dudes were gone at that point.
Yeah, LaChat.
Yeah.
A lot of them was gone.
But it's sad because she was a legendary rapper, man. She held her on that track. She had plenty of legendary verses, and I think she was very influential. I know the girl Princess from Crime Mob said she was a huge influence on her, and I'm sure she was a huge influence on people like Nicki Minaj and everybody else. So yeah, Tab said, did y'all hear the cause of death? I heard it be speculated that it was a drug overdose, but I'm not sure, so I don't want to put that out there. I've heard people speculate, but I don't know. There's no confirmation yet, I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I kept seeing too. So
yeah, I mean, they found her dead in her home, and that's all I know. So
yeah, I think they said she was on a porch.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this was a inside porch or what, but they said they found her dead on the porch.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
so,
man. But yeah, this was a freestyle she just did recently with, I want to say, I forgot the name of it's not, I don't think it was Complex. But yeah, this is a freestyle she did recently. And I'm like, damn, is this the same Gangsta Boo that was 16 years old rapping on Tear the Club Up?
What the fuck?
I didn't know she was gay.
I can't hear it. Well, is she? I didn't know she was lesbian. Oh, okay.
I didn't either. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't know she was that either, but yeah, I guess I just never
I mean, she rapped about niggas all the time, and but it makes sense, I guess.
Smoke weed. Eat pussy. Paris. Bitch, I see that Eiffel Tower. I did a show, I rocked that hoe, and then I took a shower. I took the girl back to my hotel room. Now we live. Smoke weed, eat pussy, yeah, we in this bitch. Hey, I be coasting. Flyer than, I'm higher than your bitch, and I be floating. Look, bitch, my swag different, yeah, you see it, yeah, you know it. I'm go get my pay. I'm talking every fucking day. Nigga, underlay. I'm gonna do my own thing. I don't wanna be a frame. Top dog, nigga, deep up in this game. What's up, man? I'm a real street bitch. I don't.
Yeah, man. I think she still had it a little bit, man.
Look, man. I gotta be honest. I don't want to hear anybody from 3-6 rap over anything but like old horror beats.
Yeah.
from like scary movies that came out in 1972.
Yeah, no, I got
hearing like a Gangsta Boo over like a 2022 type beat. I don't like it. I want to hear her over some DJ Paul dark ass production, man. That's just what I'm used to from them. Yeah, I didn't even like when Juicy J switched up and did that trippy shit. Like, I don't really feeling it.
Yeah, she was still doing her thing though, man. Like, I felt like that was the same way she been rapping for years.
Oh yeah,
it was just over that beat.
No, she could rap. She could rap. The flow wise, she was fine.
Yeah, I'm just glad she wasn't like trying to do the Migos flow. You know, or shit like that, where it's just like, don't try to do what they're doing. Remember that recent song I think Twista did, and he was rapping like the Migos.
Yeah.
Like, man, what you doing, man?
Yeah.
That was the slowest I ever heard Twista rap. And it was hard, man.
The only person who could get away with that was Lord Infamous, because he kind of invented that flow, but he's dead now. So yeah. Sad situation. Sad that she passed away so young, you know. But RIP to Gangsta Boo, man. Definitely a legend in the game, an unsung female rapper who definitely should be up there with some of the greats, you know. So sad to see, man. Sad to see people we grew up with pass away so early.
Yeah. And by the way, that freestyle was on Up Rock Sessions.
Okay.
Like a little series, and shout out to Sharice Johnson, who I think she controlled all of that too.
Okay, yeah, shout out to Cerise. Shout out to Cerise. So yeah, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo, man. Sad way to start the new year.
Yeah.
Other people died too, didn't they? Barbara Walters died, and who else died? Pele. R.I.P. Pele, man. Pele, the legendary Brazilian soccer player, passed away as well. So R.I.P. to them as well.
Yeah.
I didn't know Barbara Walters was 93 years old, man.
Yeah,
I didn't know she was up there. I knew she was up there, but I know she was 93. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But thinking about it, she's been old my whole life. So she's like the Morgan Freeman type.
Yeah, I don't remember her. Like, they were showing a lot of younger videos of her, you know, when she was super young. And I don't remember those. I just remember the old Barbara Walters.
Interviewing Whitney Houston and all them wild people. So yeah. RIP to them, man. Sad I mean, you know, they were older, so it's not the same, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
RP, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Other things that happened this week. Do you think you have any conspiracies about Takeoff's alleged killer being released on bond? I think people say it was $1 million bond, but you only got to pay 10% of that. So I think it's like 100,000 to get him out. But a concerned citizen apparently posted that bond for him to get out. So what do you think that's about, man?
To me, I think this is a little wild, and I have no real conspiracy on this, but last time I checked, I don't really see a lot of people make bail or get a bail set for murder. And knowing how hard it was to even find this guy, that's a little tricky to let him out on bail because he could flee, I guess.
They found him with like a passport, and they saw he was looking up how to leave the country. So
yes, so I don't know they got a cop outside his house or something, but I thought it was very strange that his bail was set, and I think they were trying to lower it. I don't know.
Yeah, they were trying to lower it.
I don't know if this is being the $1 million is lowered or what, but he made this seems super tricky, man. A concerned citizen bailed him out pretty much. Man, look, man, I don't want to make no irresponsible rumors or nothing, but you can't tell me this don't sound strange as hell.
No, it does.
It seemed like he might be the fall guy somehow. It's like I know the evidence is the evidence and they figured it out, but man, this whole situation seems strange, man. I don't know, man. I wasn't expecting this guy to be the guy.
Yeah, but like I said, like it was a mistake, man. You got to keep that in mind. It was an accident. So, like, I don't know. I have no conspiracy about this. I mean, I don't know what this guy's affiliations are. People are speculating his mob ties affiliated. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna put that out there. People are speculating that he was bonded out so they can kill him. It's like, how much does that make, man? You're gonna pay $100,000 to kill him. You could pay somebody in prison like $1,000 to kill him. So why would he bond him out to kill him?
To me, if he go to jail and spend the rest of his life in jail, that's justice, right?
Exactly. And he gonna get fucked up in prison.
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck you want?
I'd rather, I'm not spending $100,000 to bail somebody out so I could kill him.
People think this is a fucking movie, man.
Yeah,
like, this is why you can't
power, man.
Just don't read the comments on anything. I'll read the comments so y'all don't have to. I tell y'all the bullshit so y'all don't have to see this for yourself because I see a lot of stupid stuff being posted. I'm like, come on, man, think with your head.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know what to say, man. We'll see what happens, but yeah, very interesting to say the least.
Yeah.
Other things we talked about Harden already. Do you think the Diddy and Jermaine Dupri versus is actually going to happen, man? What do you think is going on with that?
I think it is going to happen, man, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff saying, I guess it's rumors that they're going to have it. They're going to have two of them. So one is going to be in New York and one is going to be in Atlanta. So it's heating up a lot. And look, I ain't going to lie. I do think Versus is dead right now.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, they will do this one. But what happened to that whole fucking list? Remember they had that list with the names blocked off?
Yeah.
What happened to that? And what was the last Versus?
I can't even remember. Some shit nobody watched.
Yeah, it been that long. And yeah, I think Versus is dead, but this one I think a lot of people will be tuned into because I ain't think Diddy was gonna do a Versus. But I think it's pretty much I guess they trying to see how they gonna do it and all that stuff. But yeah, man, that one gonna happen. But I just think I'm not really interested in Versus anymore, man. Like I'm tired of trying to figure out how to watch it and watching it on my phone and all that stuff. We ain't in that day and age no more, man. This ain't 2020 where you watch a whole fucking show on Twitter or Instagram Live and all that shit. So I'll definitely peep at it to see how it is. But yeah, man, who you think will win between these two?
Diddy just got too many hits, man. I'm sorry. Like, I understand JD deserves to be mentioned among the great producers in hip hop. He definitely produced a lot of hits, but Diddy's bag is too big, man. Like the names he's attached to, the
Yeah.
the beats, the
Notorious
songs and albums he's attached to. He could just do Mary J. Blige or one artist like Biggie or certain people. He could do like 5 years of Bad Boy and have 20 hits already. You're
yeah,
talking about from 95 to now.
yeah,
It's too much, man. So I would like to see Diddy do a versus. I think he's an entertaining person, and I would like to see him do a versus just because I know it'll be a lot of fuckery and him
yeah,
dancing all drunk and shit. I can see it now.
yeah,
But yeah, JD, like he has hits. He's got a bag too, but he would get washed by Diddy, man. Let's be real. Like Diddy
yeah.
just got too much.
I agree. And to be fair, I think JD got a lot of good stuff too. I think he a legend. He worked with a lot of people. He made the Usher album, Confessions.
Mhm.
So he got a lot of stuff, but man, Diddy just got the heavy hitters, man.
Yeah.
I just don't think JD have the heavy. Look, as much as I defend my boy Bow Wow. Bow Wow music ain't gonna compare.
Mhm.
It's not in the same conversation as shit. Mace, Biggie, name whoever that was that Bad Boy. It's not in the same conversation, man. It won't hit the same.
Yeah.
So the other thing too, what worried me about this is they have a lot of stuff they produce or they, whatever they touch, it was there, they could claim it's theirs.
Mhm.
I don't know how it's gonna be with them playing this on stage. Because what they gonna do if they like if he just play a random Biggie song? Is he gonna perform it and stick around? Because now we in the place where performances do matter in verse.
Mhm.
We seen Omarion trying to fucking dance and shit, and that shit didn't work.
Yeah.
So like JD, just imagine JD, and I'm guessing they're setting everything up where they will bring Usher out
Mhm.
and do Let It Burn or something like that, where he actually not just sitting there on stage looking silly playing a song saying I produced this. But what are you gonna do with the songs that he produced and they're not there? Do we just kind of stand around like
Yeah, I mean that's what they've done before. So
yeah, it's just they done that on Instagram Live where it kind
well,
of
didn't Swiss and Timbaland have another
yeah, but
battle where they did the same thing?
that didn't work out right, man.
Mhm.
That really wasn't that good because it's like why like yeah, you playing this Aaliyah song and you just bouncing around the stage, it didn't hit right, man.
Yeah.
And so that's the only thing now with these verses where like I'm down with the artist verses because they're actually doing the show
Mhm.
and going back and forth. But with the producers and especially people like Diddy, who I don't know how much producing he does, but if he's just in the studio and he said yes to this and no to
Oh
that,
yeah.
he's the producer of the song.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering, how is that going to look? You know what I mean?
People
Because it's
won't
not,
care
yeah,
because it's Bad Boy. So
it
fuck
won't,
it. Anything
yeah,
under Bad Boy is Diddy.
yeah, you won't care, but how is that going to look on the stage? It's like it's not like a DJ battle. If they were two DJs and they spinning their own shit,
Mhm.
you could definitely have some fun with that. But I just think it's gonna look a little strange when Diddy play a Mace song and Mace is not even there.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, I produced it. Remember when 3 6 Mafia played the Katy Perry song?
Yeah, that was awful.
That was a little strange. And Juicy J had a verse on there,
Mhm.
but that was just strange playing that song, waiting for his verse.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like it would have been cool if Katy Perry came out, but it was a little strange if them sitting there while she's singing Dark Horse.
Mm-hmm.
and then he sings. So I wonder. That's my only worry with that.
I mean, it'll be awkward regardless, but like I said, Diddy's an entertaining guy. You know, he'll be Diddy bopping. He'll be rapping along with the lyrics, I'm sure. Like, he's an entertainer, man. So I think he could, if anybody can make it work, it could be him. Hopefully he just ain't too drunk off that
Yeah.
Ciroc, but who knows? But honestly, man, I feel like the only even battle would be Dre versus Diddy. You know, I wish
Yeah.
that could happen. It's never gonna happen because Dre ain't gonna do shit. But
They
that
were
would be
talking about it though. Remember, they was kind of teasing it a little bit.
Dre teases a lot.
He teased everything,
He
but
teased
yeah.
everything. Chronic like Detox coming soon for 15 years. Okay. But that would be the dopest just because you got the East and West. You
Their
got
history.
that would be perfect, Dre and Diddy. That would
Yeah.
be perfect, but Dre's not gonna do it, so it is what it is. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But yeah, I agree. Versus is dead, man. I don't even care what they do from now on. It had its moment, but I think we should just let it go at this point. Anything else? I keep hearing this Ice Cube rumors about the Friday movie. I'm sick of it. Let it go.
Let it go, man.
It's over. Too many people are dead. You can't make Friday again. I'm
Yeah.
sorry you couldn't make the movie you wanted to make, but you got to move on. I'm sick of hearing about that.
Yeah, I didn't want another Friday anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But once John Witherspoon passed, that's it, man.
Yeah.
You can't have a Friday without Pops.
How do you feel about them making a new Rush Hour though?
Look, see, I look at Rush Hour. I kind of got tired of Rush Hour a little bit, man. I like Rush Hour 1 and 2, but I think it's one of those movies where they can fucking live on as long as them two living. Like, as long as them two is still alive, they can still do Rush Hour no matter what, man. It's one of them action movies that can fucking live. They could go to Rush Hour 8, man, and still be doing the same fucking shit, man. So I don't have a problem with it, but in the same breath, I probably wouldn't go see it. Like, that's not something I'm like,
I'll probably see it when it's on streaming, but it'll be bad, man. Like, here's the thing. Me and Dog, I didn't like Rush Hour at first because I was a huge Jackie Chan fan, and I felt like it was super watered down for a Jackie Chan movie. If you watch his Chinese stuff and the stuff he was doing, like Rumble in the Bronx, then you go and watch fucking Rush Hour 1 and 2. It don't even compare, man. And I'm like a action stunts guy, so I was watching that shit like, this is corny, man. And I thought the jokes were kind of but looking back, it's hilarious. Like, I watched Rush Hour 2 and I laughed the whole time.
I just remember as a kid, going to see that, and us knowing who Chris Tucker is because of Friday.
Yeah,
it's like, man, this shit is hilarious. It was a funny ass movie. I like 1 and 2.
Yeah,
I don't remember 3.
I saw 3, but I can't remember anything from it at all.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'm sure I saw 3, but like I said, I don't remember shit from it. But like I said, man, as long as them two are in it, and I think it's gonna go no matter what. But I probably won't be a fan of it, man. I'm kind of over it. Like,
same here. Jackie Chan they're both too old, but Jackie Chan's really old now.
Yeah,
so he can't even move around like that.
Yeah, honestly, man, I wasn't even on board with the Bad Boys. I think it was Bad Boys 3.
Yeah. I still never saw that. I never did watch that.
I went to go see it. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but I think I think action movies are kind of easy to win over.
Yeah,
because you don't really have to have a deep storyline. You could just have a little piece of storyline and throw a lot of action around it. So that's all. I think that's all it was. And then they tried to break out I forgot Will Smith character name.
Mike Lowry.
Lowry, yeah. Like, oh, he got a son, and an older son, and his son want to join do this and do that. So it seemed like they kind of setting up his son to be in the next one or some shit. Where I'm not really that interested in all that, but it was some action in it. So it was a typical action movie, but it's that type of stuff is not, to me, I feel like it's cool to just end on Bad Boys 2 and call it a day. But it's an easy shit like that is an easy money grab.
Yeah, of course. And that
Yeah.
everything is getting remade. Holly brings up, what do y'all think about the new house party? Look, man, it is gonna be what it is. I know that it was supposed to be on HBO Max, but they canceled it. So
Is this the LeBron one?
yes, it's the LeBron one, and LeBron is in the trailers. He's like a hologram. I guess he couldn't even show up to set.
Really?
Yeah, because when they show him, I've seen the commercials, and he's like a hologram. And I watched the commercials at the gym. I don't even know what he's saying, but it looks like he couldn't even show up to the set. So he just like popped in as little remote little appearance or something. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it might be good, man. It might be good. I don't think House Party is one of those movies that's too good to not be remade. You know, it's a good movie, but a House Party movie can be made in any era and generation.
Yeah,
man.
you can make a movie exactly like House Party and name it something else,
Yes.
and people wouldn't even notice. So
Yeah.
I think it's kind of like the franchise, the Home Alone franchise.
Yeah.
We had Home Alone 1 and 2 with Macaulay Culkin, and then eventually, I want to say like 8 years later, they made a Home Alone 3. Which at the time, as a kid, I was pissed. I ain't really like it. But when you look back at it, it wasn't a bad movie. It's the same shit about a kid being left home alone and bad guys trying to get him. So you can always make shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think House Party is one of those movies. It's a generic storyline about some kids, you want to throw the best party of the year or some shit. And I don't think something like that is off limits. However, shit like Coming to America should be off limits.
Coming to America. I know they were talking about remaking White Men Can't Jump. I don't really care for that either.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not mad about a House Party remake, man. I don't really care. Like it is what it is. But I don't know. I'm not gonna see it in the theater. I'm gonna wait for it to hit some kind of streaming. I'm sorry, man. I don't go to the theater a lot, period, anymore. It's too fucking expensive.
I realize I don't like it's a lot of shit I wouldn't go to the theater to see, man.
Yes.
I done got that way. The only shit I go to see is Marvel movies. Because that's kind of like me and the wifey thing. Whenever a Marvel movie come out, she get the tickets and we kind of make it a little thing in our house, a date night type thing. But outside of that, man, it take a lot for me to get in the movie theater.
Yeah, no,
That's
same here, man.
Marvel. Yeah,
it's super expensive now, and shit be coming to streaming a week later. I know, like Black Adam instantly went to HBO Max, and I'm like, didn't this shit just come out?
Yeah,
the Batman movie came out to streaming real quick, and I'm like, man, I could have saved money. So. Yeah, I'm not big on the theater either, man. It's like, unless it's something huge that I really want to see, I'm cool with waiting to see it. I have a nice little setup in my crib, so it's close enough.
Did you catch the series, the Best Man series?
No, was that any good? Terrence Howard last role before he retires and becomes a mathematician or whatever he's gonna do.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, he's on some other shit. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah. But was it good?
I thought it was pretty good, man. Of course I watched the original Best Man and all that stuff. And I thought I thought they did a good job. Of course, this ain't like an Emmy winning award or no type of Oscar type shit. But to me, this is look, man. I mean, I feel like if you like the movie, you'll like the show. If you didn't care for I don't know if you care for the movie.
I never saw the movie.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you haven't saw the movie or didn't really care for the movie, you probably won't like the series. But to me, this is kind of like I'm not really a Tyler Perry fan and those type of movies. To me, this is a step above Tyler Perry, respectfully. So it's one of those, movies where they try to show black excellence and a lot of positivity a little bit and funny scenes and stuff like that. I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a good job. It was funny. It's good to see all of the same people in the movie. I mean, or in the show, and still look good. Everybody still
Yeah.
look good. So I thought it was pretty good, man. I actually thought it was pretty smart them making it a series like this
Mm-hmm.
because they did the Best Man, the original one, and then they came out with a movie. I want to say some years ago, and I forgot what it was called, Best Man Christmas or some shit. But I thought it was actually smart, man. I think they could actually stretch this thing out and keep making money from it. So I was on board with this. Speaking of remakes or part twos, I thought this was good. I thought this was a good series.
Yeah, when it's something like a romantic comedy, you can do those forever.
Yeah,
So yeah, when you got Martin Lawrence fat, it's kind of hard to take him like in a action role seriously.
yeah,
But like a romantic comedy type movie, you can do those forever, man. So yeah, I heard some good things about it. I'm not surprised it was good. So yeah,
yeah.
good.
Do you,
That's dope.
do you consider Coming to America a rom com, as they like to say?
Hey, it's definitely a comedy. I don't think it becomes a romantic comedy until like the second half, maybe.
Okay, yeah,
But
we was talking about that earlier, and I never looked at it as a romantic anything. I just thought
yeah,
it was a funny movie.
I mean, at the end, it's definitely more romance, and that's why I don't really like the movie too much because it gets like it's serious drama. But I think it's definitely more of the movie is comedy than it is romance. I would definitely say. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's kind of hard to say it's a romantic comedy, but it doesn't really matter what people call it.
yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I think that might be about it. I don't think we got anything else in the docket
Yeah.
this
Oh, real
month,
quick, we was
really.
talking about Biggie, right?
Hmm.
So your boy Keith Murray said what everybody be saying.
Keith Murray has been on a tear of shitty ass, like he's doing a Vlad or some kind of interview right now, and he's talking about eating Shauna's pussy and all this crazy stuff. I don't know what
Yeah,
he's on, but what do you say about Biggie?
oh, he said he recalls warning Biggie to leave LA before he got shot.
No, of course he did.
So one of those, man.
Of course he did.
Same thing with Tupac.
I told Tupac not to get in that car, man. I told him I had a bad feeling, dog.
Mm-hmm. Everybody always have a bad feeling when somebody get ready to pass away.
Yep. I had a bad feeling. I just knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's I'm getting sick of the revisionist. There's one interviewer who like does nonstop like Tupac era interviews. He like the Vlad, but only like he interviews every member of the Outlaws. And you remember like all these people, and it's all like Tupac based. And I'm like, damn, like, is there really this big of an audience for shit that happened in '96?
I'm actually impressed that he can keep a podcast or a series going like that,
Yeah.
because that can only last but so long.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta, and so at this point he's gonna be scraping at the bottom of the barrel for anybody that even interacted with Tupac to try to get something.
Yep, I was on the set at Above the Rim. I was an extra, and I stood by Tupac for about 5 seconds, and I just knew he was gonna be great. But he had something dark about him. I just knew he wasn't gonna last long. I had a feeling. I told him, hey, if you in Las Vegas, don't get in the car with Suge Knight, man. But I don't know. I tried to warn him.
Oh, side note, remember it was around Halloween, and I told you somebody put a Halloween movie list out, and they had the movie Juice on there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of more on the side of it being a little bit of a horror movie, man.
The last half is definitely like Tupac is like a fucking Michael Myers type character.
I didn't realize how crazy Tupac was. Like, I knew how crazy he was in the movie, but it was really scary, man. Somebody tweeted and said this nigga Tupac was Michael Myers with a revolver.
Yep.
I'm like, man, this is kind of a horror movie. Him showing up and showing up to Omar Epps Like
Yeah, that shot where he closes the locker and Tupac is right there.
Yeah,
like that's classic scary movie stuff.
No,
man.
what about the shot when Omar Epps was sitting there? Is it Omar Epps? Omar Epps, right?
Yeah.
I'll be getting him and the other dude mixed up.
Mekhi Phifer. Yeah,
No,
so
not
does Kanye West.
No, not Mekhi Phifer. Omar Epps is another. I don't know, or whatever. But yeah, Omar Epps was sitting there waiting on Tupac. And then Tupac just appeared in the dark alley with the gun, and he said, "What's up, partner?" I'm like, damn, that is kind of scary.
Yeah.
And then, that was a horror movie role for Tupac, man.
It was. Now the second half of the movie is definitely like horror focused, man. It's like a thriller.
How he stepped in that elevator? It's for, I guess, like I watched that movie for years since I was a kid, and now I get this. The funny part about Twitter, they point out little shit that you ain't even think about.
Yeah,
and the way he stepped on that elevator, and people was just minding their business and wouldn't. They ain't even think nothing of it. It's like, who the fuck get on the elevator like that? The way he got on the elevator, it just stood there. just imagine if you was on the elevator here and somebody just get on the elevator like that. Like, I would be like Gangsta Boo, like, you weird ass nigga. You weird ass fucking weirdo.
That's too funny.
Yeah, but I'm a little more on the side of that being a horror movie now.
I wouldn't call the whole movie a horror movie. Like, it's definitely more like a hood movie in the beginning, and then it becomes a thriller at the end. But yeah, it's a classic regardless, man. But yeah, I'm down with it.
Hold on. I just got to show this part, man. I can't. All right, here we go. Look at this shit.
With the music too.
Who the fuck go the elevator like that?
Look at Omar. It's like, oh shit.
Look, ain't nobody doing shit.
Right. That seemed like a big elevator too, dog.
Yeah.
Like, how is there enough space for him to be like by himself?
Yes.
Dude, shoot me in the elevator.
Dog, how is there enough room? See, you see the shit packed now. You see, there's like no space for him to stand.
Yes.
And in the next shot, he's all by himself.
Look how much room it is right
exactly. Where that?
we picking apart the production and shit.
Right. Hey man, you got it. Hey, this is what happens. But
like,
yeah, man.
Imagine niggas standing there like that on the elevator.
You're gonna shoot me in the elevator? Say he shoots him in the elevator.
It was wild, man.
That's too funny. That's too funny, man.
I'm over here looking at these damn clips too. Like this.
Yeah. People say Tupac changed after that role, man. He started acting like Bishop in real life.
Raheem is dead. Somebody shot him. Raheem is dead. Somebody shot him.
Tupac was a great villain character, man. Like, he was great in Above the Rim as an asshole. He was great in Juice. He was really good at those villain roles, man.
Yeah. No, the funniest part of him being at the repass.
Yeah.
The mama of the dude he shot. That shit was wild, man.
Remember when Soulja Boy was gonna remake Juice?
Oh my god, I'm glad.
He cut his hair like Tupac too.
Yes, I'm so glad that didn't happen. He do not need to be in anything, man. Yeah, but yeah, that shit was crazy, man.
Yeah, that shit's too funny, man. Classic movie.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Yeah, I think that about does it, man. Appreciate all y'all who came through on the stream for this the first Jim the Juice podcast of 2023. Shout out to your niece Diasha. Shout out to Tab. Shout out to our newcomer who was cracking jokes bad jokes, but they were jokes nonetheless. Albie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Holly, the whole crew who came through for the stream. Make sure to hit us up. We'll usually be streaming on Fridays around this time, 7 o'clock Central. Yeah, Holly says, have a happy and prosperous new year. You too, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Man. Happy New Year to you, man.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. To everybody listening, Happy New Year to all y'all. We got to play the Anita Baker after that, but peace out, stream. Got Chunk Deuce to the stream. Peace out. Hope y'all have a great start to your year, and we will see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Dun, 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 dun.